ahead, Shrek. You're being out of commissioner. This is going to be a real short trip. Okay, hit it!
Hey, here we are again. What's up?
What's going on?
How you feeling, Jason?
Feeling good.
How was your holidays? Your whole
holiday actually was really, really good. It was low key, quiet. Looks like we got Jared joining us. Jared, what's up?
Yeah.
And Jared actually gave us a nice little shout out today over the Pence Pack. You know, Josh Pence and those guys.
Very cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was a nice little shout out. And yeah, so things are good and feels like a long time no talk, huh? Damn.
I know, right?
Feels like it's been like a month.
It's so funny. Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to this. So long story short, if we can make it short, Jason was sending me this Boushh and it somehow got lost in the mail, possibly. And we don't know what's going on. And so Michael from MYC was very gracious to kind of while Jason's dealing with that, send a new one. And so that's really cool. I'm looking forward to opening this. It's the MYC Boushh statue. And I'm sure you guys have already seen this thing, but man, it looks pretty sweet. So
there's a lot of definitely a lot of pictures out there in collections, but going through the detail, I think up close and step by step is going to be a little bit better just to see what we're looking at. The one thing that I think is hard for a lot of people to differentiate when it's on display in somebody's collection is the soft goods, the little kit that she has behind her tank.
Right. Yeah.
I think it's hard to differentiate the two. So it'll be nice. This will be a cool little sneak peek.
Yeah, give me a second to. Sorry, I didn't have this ready, but I'm gonna try to do what we did last time, where we actually have the details up on the camera. All right, let me see if I can get this working. Jason, you get any fun Star Wars stuff for Christmas?
I got I guess. So basically, what I did, if I didn't talk about this already, or maybe touched upon it. So because I had been waiting so long for a couple of pieces to come in, what we did is a few pieces landed right around Christmas time, like literally the week of. So we just wrapped them up and stuck them under the tree. So a couple of the pieces that I have now, I only saw for the first time on Christmas when we exchanged gifts. So that was a lot of fun. Okay. And one of them was the Dark Sidious saber, which beautiful piece, absolutely love it. And also the Leia saber from Rise of Skywalker, which I think is fantastic.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you know? I know we're gonna be talking about hilts next week, right? We're opening. I just got my Kylo hilt from KR. You're getting yours soon.
Yeah, correct. Another thing that's off the grid.
Yeah, I think we can't.
Shipping here hasn't been kind.
Yeah, we can't. Yeah, we can't actually open them this week. So I took a small peek because I was kind of excited, but we're gonna open them next week and really get into it. And I think on that one we'll actually show your other KR stuff.
Yep, the Sidious and the saber. Yep.
Yeah, because I'm really interested to see some of that stuff as well.
I did pick up another thing that did come in, which I'm really looking forward to the build, is the thermal detonator. And it came in just in the right time before that Mando episode hit. It had already been in transit. And by then, when he got attacked on the skiff and they were all clicking them on, everybody was just going bananas for them. So I got it in good timing.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, I'm just trying to make this.
No, do you think? So Danny, what's up? Caesar, Papa Fett, how's it going? Jared, so those hilts are actually made by KR Sabers. He collaborates with quite a few guys, and people who make the chassis, do the electronics, people who do weathering, but he does some of the most accurate hilts, at least current day, that I've seen. I'm sure there's some customizers out there that do one-off commissions at a time that make some amazing Luke hilts and whatnot, but anything like looking at the Palpatine saber from KR versus the Master Replicas. Oh my god, it's that good, if not better.
All right, I'm gonna hold on one second.
I know, Papa Fett, I agree with you. Danny does pop up everywhere. Ken, what's up?
All right, is this working?
Works good, yeah. Got a little
Okay,
echo,
do you have a tiny echo?
but not bad. A little feedback, but
Okay, I'll try to make it work. Hold on one second, guys. No, it's not like we've done this for so many different times before. You think we could get this right every time? All right, so let's open this sucker up.
at least it's half the size of Mando.
I know, right? Let's see, 1 second. Yeah, dude, this box actually isn't that big.
Yeah, it's packed a little differently as well. The Mando, I think, just had so many switch outs, hence the 4 layers of packing.
I was surprised because, I mean, dude, that Mando, I was actually surprised how big the Mando box was. The Mando box is stupid.
It was almost too big. Yeah, it was crazy.
It's so stupid. It's so big.
It looked like there was a refrigerator in there.
All right, so we have a little MYC sticker. That's nice. Here's the...
Oh, you get the little plaque. Sweet.
Yeah, a little plaque.
I like that. That's a nice touch.
In the background. My kids are going
Plaque's
crazy
a nice
for some
touch.
reason.
I like that.
What's that?
I said the plaque's a nice touch. I like that.
Yeah, it's cool. Little MYC card. Maybe Boushh. That's cool. Limited edition, 50 worldwide. Wow. Okay.
Wow, it's that limited, huh? I thought there was like 60 or 50. Wow. Okay.
I guess so. I thought there was more than that too, but let me see if I can I pull it out this way? I don't think I can pull it out this way. Let me pull it out this way. At this point, I would actually be half decent at this, but I always struggle to figure out how to do this.
Well, I feel like getting
Should I just tip it over?
Yeah, just tip it over because you're gonna have to get the black styrofoam out
Jeez.
as well.
I might do it like this. There we go. I'm just gonna pull it out this way. I'm always worried that I'm pulling it out the wrong way. You know what's good about MYC?
Oh, it's bulletproof packaging. That's a good part.
Dude, their packaging's great. Like,
It's
I
good
don't
thing-
worry. I don't. Well, I don't worry about it breaking. You know what I mean? Like, I'm always with some of the sideshow stuff. I'm just worried that it's gonna break on me.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, this is stupid. There we go. Let's go like that. Let's go like this.
Sound of opening a new statue.
I know, right? Okay. All right, that was stupid. Whatever. Another sticker. That's nice. Okay. So hold on. I wish you had already opened one of these so I could figure out which way I'm supposed to go with this. I guess because I got to slide this foam out.
So put the flat facing the floor.
Flat facing the floor, so like this.
Yeah.
Like this. Okay. I guess it would be the same as the Mando.
Yeah, and then what you want to do is just cut the tape like you're cutting a layer of cake.
Yeah, I get you. Okay. This thing's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, but nobody gives inside unboxings like this.
All right. And now you guys can see this is all just like layers of foam. So you kind of have to find, I guess, just find the different pieces of it or the different sections.
I want to say that the base may be on the the way you have it laid, and maybe on the top part, you'll see. So when you got the table, we'll see. So just lift each layer individually, like we did last time.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure. It's so tight. Trying to figure out which layer is what. Okay, I can see the bottom layer. I'm gonna flip it around, dude, because I can see which layer starts up here.
Okay. Yep. I think
I'm gonna
that's
go from this.
just 4 on this one.
I'm gonna go from this side.
I think Matt. So Jared's been. I've been talking to Jared here and there, and I think he's caught the bug. He's been sort of asking about some RS helmets, and
Oh,
he's on
really?
the lookout. Yeah, and he's on the lookout now for the Mythos Vader, which I think you know he's. We've been talking a lot about collecting specifically, and I think it's interesting because we as a group talk a lot openly about like a focus and going in the right direction. And I think it's good because he's narrowing down a specific focus. So it's always nice to see that when you have, you know, an idea of where you're going and what you're looking for.
All right. So, can you see this well enough?
Yep, I could see. So you got, you should have the headpiece right there.
Yeah, I've got two head sculpts here, or two helmet sculpts, I believe. That's killer, dude.
Look at that. Damn.
That's nice, isn't it?
Sexy. It is.
It's got some nice weathering and nice like nicks and stuff on it. Yeah, that's cool. I like that.
The leather even looks like actual leather. They're getting really, really good with the texturing.
They really are, yeah. All right, let me get this one out. Hold on. Oh, shoot. Dude, he's really got these things packed in here tight, man.
Yeah.
Which is great. That's a good thing. Oh, shit. I don't want to break anything. Hold on. Oh, I think I broke something. Nothing crazy, but
Really?
yeah, I think I just popped something off here. That's all right. I can glue it back on. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, if it's a
All right,
clean break.
so
Oh, the little okay, the little antenna.
see this
piece?
little thing? See this little thing at the end?
Oh yeah,
This
that's
little,
nothing.
like,
That'll
spot at
go
the
right
end?
back on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it'll glue
just the
back on.
antenna.
It's not a big deal. Yeah,
Nice.
that's what I get for trying to get it out like that, probably. Little Zappa Gap. We'll put it back on. It's this thing. See that little?
Yeah, the little antenna.
That little antenna. Yeah, that's what I got to put back on it. It's right here. It's right here.
It's funny the things you get used to when you start getting into statues.
Oh, Chris is in here. Hold on one second.
You always get to be prepped.
Yeah.
See 3BO.
There he is. What's up, Chris? I'm good, man.
So the Jack of the Dust. So Matt, I'm just answering some comments as you're going through. So the Jack of the Dust, Darth Vader. He's been making variations of different skulls for probably about 6 or 7 years now, based out of Australia. Very talented guy, and through the years, he's added variations that relate to Marvel. I think he has a Yoda skull. I think he has a Darth Maul, a Vader, and even a Stormtrooper. The cool thing about those is they're more about the skull versus, you know, it's not necessarily. A lot of people sort of take the shortcut and get the Jack of the Dust to, you know, I guess take place of the melted Vader, but it's not meant to be that way. It's more of the skull with the helmet sort of crushed and dilapidated around it. So he does them in runs of 25, if I'm correct, and they sell pretty quickly, but he does about 2 or 3 runs a year, and they're pretty affordable. I think around $350 US. So yeah, they're nice pieces. But just keep in mind they're about half scale. So if you're, you know, an example of any helmet, Black Series, RS, any type of Star Wars helmet, is about half the scale of that. So they are nice display pieces, but you know, it's totally up to you whether or not it's a good fit.
This is crazy. This post actually goes up and down in her hand. Look at this. See?
Oh, moves. Okay.
This is what Steve would like this.
Steve would be doing that.
He'd be going. He would love this. But yeah, that's cool. That's a cool thing. Do you know what these are for? Is this a chain, like the chain thing that she holds on to, or
Yes.
what is this?
So that's going to go on the base.
Okay. All right, that's good to know. That's that. Yeah, dude, they pack this stuff so well. It's crazy. This is the top. I think the
I
top
love
part of
those
this.
skiff weapons. Don't you love those, Matt?
Yeah, those are so cool. Yeah.
Why did I see 2 helmets?
What's that, Chris?
Why are there 2 helmets?
I can't understand him.
I think
Can you hear me?
you're chopping up a little bit.
Fucking A.
Dude, they pack the hell out of this thing. It's crazy. Oh, that's cool. Look at that little pillow.
Pillows. So you get the pillows, and then those little rings are going to go into the gargoyle, like the Java gargoyle melts.
Oh, okay,
When
I
you
got you.
get to the base. Yep.
Cool. The ring piece.
Dude, this is such a killer piece.
It's pretty sick, dude. I'm already excited about this. Let's see. Oh, this is it right here, dude. This is how you want it displayed right here. This is why I need to get that KR.
Yeah, the thermal detonator for sure. And I think that, if I'm correct, I think that lights up.
Really?
I could be wrong. No, maybe it doesn't.
I don't
I thought
think so,
I thought one of
dude.
the pieces on here. I thought one of the pieces on here had lighting. Why did I think that? I'm not sure.
Sure. So sick, dude.
So
Oh,
Mike,
sick.
Mike's asking, buying a helmet from RS, should he start? Well, a stormtrooper specifically. Should he start with a hero or an HDPE? What do you think, Matt?
That's a tough one, dude. I'm extremely biased towards the HDP.
Yeah,
It's so good, but I don't want to. I would never tell anyone to get it because if you are a big Stormtrooper fan and you're like hardcore, like I'm not I like Stormtroopers. I'm not a huge Stormtrooper fan, and so like the HTP like chipped up version is good for me. But if you like clean Stormtroopers, you want to go with the hero.
Yeah, Mike, I think that's a good. So I personally like the HTP only because it's exactly how the helmets would have been on set. There's a lot of imperfections. It's very wonky and asymmetrical. There's nothing even or clean cut about it. It's chipped. It's dirty. Where the hero helmet is a nice, clean, pristine, photographic type stormtrooper helmet. So they're really different. They're 2 complete different materials. They display differently. But I think either one you get, you'll be very happy.
So
Nathan
here's the
and I-
controversial. Just real
Sorry.
quick, Jason. Here's the controversial part about this statue. Here's this thing.
I don't think it looks that bad, man.
I don't know, dude. It looks pretty rough, man. I hate to show this like this because they've gotten so much better at head sculpts, even just in this short, the short time since this one. This right here is not Leia. That's just not Leia. That's like Helga.
Helga Organ.
Skywalker.
Yeah, I remember when we saw the bust. Helga Organ, I was
Yeah.
dying, dude.
But again, that didn't keep me from getting this piece, right? Like, yeah, I can put a helmet on her, and the rest of it looks really, really good. They've gotten so much better at head sculpt.
Yeah, that Mara Jade head sculpt looks really, really nice. She looks like
It
she's
really
been hitting
does.
that spice, huh, Matt? she got into Han's spice cargo.
Yeah, it looks like it's
I think
Leia. It's Leia on like opiates. It's pretty bad. But
yeah.
that's okay.
The sculpt is decent. I think a repaint on that would really do it
It would help.
justice.
It would help. It would definitely help for sure. Let's see where I missed a bag here. Where did I miss this?
So, Mike, Cece had just mentioned, and both me and Matt should have known this by now, but there's just so many videos. If you go to RS's YouTube page, Cece said they have a comparison video about the two Stormtrooper helmets. So that might be good to watch. Actually, watching a few of their videos on the Stormtrooper helmets might be good, so you know what to expect. And as far as a Vader, you can write into them. I don't know what the lead time would be, but I think you can write into them and request a Vader. I know a few people in the group have already done that. And if it's something that they can't do at the time, the worst they can say is no. And
Look
Nathan,
at his face; it's huge.
dude, every time I respond to Nathan, you cut me off.
Sorry.
No, I'm messing with you. So Nathan, I did see your message actually. Well, I didn't see it. It just when it gets clicked on because I use a shared account. I don't know who's noticed it, but it was brought to my attention, so I'll hit you up after this.
I gotta figure out how to freaking get this thing out of here.
Dude, that's one of my favorite bases because there's enough there where you get all the bells and whistles and details, but it doesn't take up a ton of real estate.
Dude, it's really tight in here. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull this thing out. I don't want to break anything. Dude, it's really tight in here. Use the bag.
Try to, Matt, look up at the screen for a second. You see me or no? Try to sort of massage the foam a little bit around it, because I've had to do that on a few pieces.
It's so tight in there, dude, and it's tight at the bottom, so it's like really
The air,
wedged in
too.
there.
One thing that's happening is because everything's bagged, it's creating a suction because it's so tight. It's the air is it's creating like a vacuum.
Yeah, I'm okay with it being this tight because you want it to be tight. When it's coming out of when it's being shipped, but I want to be able to get the damn thing out of here.
Yeah, see, they're after Christmas break. Just shoot them an email, and they'll let you know. They'll give you the feedback, regardless to whether or not they'll be able to accommodate that. But I think they should. You might have to wait, more than a few months. That's all.
It's happening. It's happening.
You're breaking a sweat, brother.
Oh, it's so close. Okay.
Oh, at least we didn't get up.
Oh my gosh, dude. All right, so let's look at this real quick. I think Chris is in the back. Hold on. Chris is in the back, just sitting there waiting. Sorry, Chris. Hold on. Sorry, everybody. Just don't throw up because I'm walking around with this thing.
Can you hear me now?
We can see you in
Yeah,
high
you're good.
definition.
You're good.
Okay, good.
Well, 1080p.
All right, so here we go.
So how late was that because of shipping?
This is the second version. This isn't the one that Jason sent me.
No, I know, but how long did it take to get to you from his house, from
7
Michael's?
8 days, I think.
Really?
Yeah, maybe 7 days or something. Yeah,
Yeah, about a week. A week.
Mail's all screwed up.
it is. It's
Yeah.
pretty effed up right now. But you can see the.
Dude, I sent something. I sent something to Jared on the 15th. I think he just got it yesterday. 2 weeks it took.
My Mythos Boba's been sitting in South Carolina for a week.
Yeah, we were hoping he'd have it tonight to be able to unbox it.
So the rings are gonna go on there, Matt, on the gargoyle heads and on the little
Okay.
thing on the sides. So
Yeah, I
there's
get you.
little things coming on the side. You'll put the rings on there too. Look how good the grates look.
What's that?
The floor,
Yeah, they look really good.
they look good.
You have this, Jason?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is really nice.
You have it
Let me
open and displayed?
Put this up here.
Yeah, I do have it open. I didn't open all the pieces. When I get the MYC statues, I don't take all the pieces out. I just have nowhere to store them, so I'll look at what's what, assemble it, and then leave the other ones in the styrofoam.
See, I do that, but because I can't put everything I have to put stuff in my garage, and I'm worried that if I put it up top and I'm worried that the pieces are going to get all effed up.
Oh, like with the you mean like climate change and stuff, or
Yeah, no, just like the whole if it gets really hot in my garage or if it gets
Oh, I see. Yeah, and there's no room for them to really breathe, anyways. Yeah.
Yeah, but I am gonna start, seeing as I'm gonna put game room stuff out there. I gotta figure out how to make my garage a little more cool during the summer.
I'm really always surprised when I see these how big they are. Like that
Yeah, I
base
know.
looks big.
Yeah, it's big. It's big. Like I'm I was gonna put it in this detolf right here at the bottom. I think
Quarter
it'll
scale.
fit, but
Quarter scales don't usually fit will not fit in a DTOF without taking the shells out.
no, you gotta take shelves out. I just like
Yeah.
this one. Take that. You gotta take that shelf out. All right. 1 second.
Yeah, Jared, I actually had I recovered 2 other packages that ended up in Florida as well. I was actually telling Chris that today. For some reason, my shipments all ended up in Florida for God knows what. I don't know why.
So were they sent from Boston where to, and they ended up in Florida?
They went to 3 or 4 different locations, but after them being totally off the grid with no tracking for a good week and a half to 2 weeks, give or take, over the weekend and the other day, I found out that for some reason, I don't know why they routed them, but they routed them to Florida. They can't give me a reason why. They weren't able to answer me.
That's pretty awesome.
Wow, that looks really good. Look at the texture on the pants and the boots. Wow.
I know, dude.
Is that a cloth cape?
The cape is
Yeah.
cloth. And
Yeah,
it's
the cape is.
they on that one. I know there was some fuss about the Mando, but that one's really nice. The weathering on
It
it.
is. It's weathered really
falls.
nice.
Yeah, it matches the statue really well. I really like that cape. And Matt, that's the one thing I think a lot of people aren't able to really see the detail of when you're looking at a collector's picture, somebody who just posted it, and that's too the tank. The tank has some great detail on it. It actually looks like it's metal.
That's pretty sweet, man.
It's really cool. Yeah, and they weathered the boots really well too. Looks really nice.
So why is there 2 helmets?
I don't know. I think one is for her to hold, and one
Okay.
is the actual statue. Which, sadly, I broke something off of the one that actually is the statue version.
Oh no.
See that little
It's
tiny
it's
piece right
just a
there?
little antenna.
Oh, okay, that's on the helmet.
It's
It's an
this
easy-
yeah, it's this antenna right there. I gotta put it.
No.
Yeah, it's not a hard fix. I just gotta do it. But that's okay. That's okay. All right, let me start putting this stuff on.
And when she's together, she's got this kind of like relaxed stance. It looks really, really good. For some reason, they get the body language down really well.
I really like the base.
The base is nice.
Yeah. Let me, guys, let me switch over, and I'm gonna start putting stuff on here. Hold on 1 second.
So how many MYC pieces do you have, Jason?
I got so right now I have 3 total. I got one boxed up. I'm trying to think which one I had one from a few years back, way back before the MYC hype.
They're really blowing it out of the water with new stuff they're announcing.
That 12 days of Christmas announcement, man.
I
Oh my
know.
God.
It's getting
crazy.
expensive.
It's crazy.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yes,
Okay.
we can hear you.
All right, I'm gonna start putting this on. Okay.
They hit us with the Shore Trooper. They hit us with the Boberon Throne.
She's got that stance, bro.
That stance, right? That body language, they kill it. I'm telling you, they do the body language so well.
Where are you going to put that?
It's a good question.
You need the thermal detonator to go with that.
I know it's gonna look really nice. Well, eventually, again, like I said, I'm gonna build shelves on this side. I'm gonna replicate it, basically mirror the same thing. But
Yeah.
I think for now it'll go in the DTOF down below because I'm worried about. I worry about, you know me. I worry about putting, especially in California, putting
Earthquakes.
anything in glass that's higher than the bottom shelf. So
Yeah.
it is what it is. Yeah, it's someone. Mike said he's waiting for us to make that helmet. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, they're going to make it.
They're gonna make it. Yeah.
I think it'll be this year sometime they'll announce it.
Yeah, I think it'll be. That's a good question. I think it'll be towards the end of the year, next year. Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
'Cause we're probably gonna get what AT-AT and
Veers.
Veers
AT-AT.
first.
Maybe something special.
Maybe if we can figure that out. Maybe.
Yeah.
Hold on. All right. Let me get some of the other pieces.
Yeah, I'm starting to like a lot of these. Like, I want a Boba on the throne, for sure.
That Boba on Throne is an absolute 150% must-have.
Yes. I don't know about Stormtrooper. I'm not a Stormtrooper fan, but
A Sand Trooper would look nice.
Sand Trooper would look cool. Yeah, I would buy a Sand Trooper. I'm really thinking about that. That the pose on that Short Trooper looks pretty good.
It does, yeah.
That Cad Bane, that looks real good.
That Cat Bane came out crazy.
I know. I was on the fence about it. You know, not on the fence, but I kind of thought I don't really need it. But then I saw production pictures. I'm like, oh wow.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, they're just getting. I know we say it all the time, but they really are just getting better and better.
They are.
It's like everyone they put out, they're able to just step it up another level.
That's pretty sweet, man.
Leave it to me to F up the actual one I'm going to use. It's like I'm
At least
like,
it was just nice.
like I'm Steve or something.
Steve's would have arrived like that. So I'm starting to pick up on I got a conspiracy theory here, Chris. So then whenever the post office sees Steve's name, they take the box and they give it a nice punch. All right, and a nice kick. When they see your name, they're like, let's just stick it away here for a couple weeks.
Yeah, or we'll send it back to China.
We'll ship it back. He can wait.
I cannot believe that post office manager who knows me decided to send my package back to China instead of just sending it a mile away from my house. Bitch. Oh, I could have killed her. Oh. The turn going postal came out real.
Jason, do you know how this is supposed to go on? Is this supposed to go on the top?
So the skiff part goes on the bottom, like the part that, like the Lando part goes on the bottom, and then the point goes on the top.
Okay. Yeah. I have this messed up here.
That looks like the bottom.
I can't. Let me make my screen bigger. Hold on, Matt.
That piece is on the bottom.
No. Hold it up, Matt. Like hold the piece.
These up?
Yeah, so I can see. All right. So the one. Okay. All right. So the one on your left hand goes on the one on your right hand goes on the top.
Okay.
Yep.
Sorry,
it's hard to see.
What's the other piece for?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out because there's nothing to plug in the bottom.
No, you don't want the bottom is there. So the bottom you should have like that.
Plug this in the top.
Yeah, so that goes on the top. Sorry, if you see the top of my head as I'm looking down at the computer screen. Yes, that's how it goes.
Do you know if which way I'm supposed to turn this thing?
The skiff part, I don't know if there's a right or wrong way to do it, to be honest.
Yeah, because I'm just wondering because it can turn. It's like loose because it can turn in her hand.
I mean, I guess you can. Oh, I can't. I'm trying to look on both screens. I guess you can face it forward.
So the only thing I'll say is, well, a couple things. Okay, so we looked at the head sculpt, right?
Mm-hmm.
Travesty, but it that said is the helmeted stuff is fantastic. So the only other thing I'll say is that there are seams here on the arms.
Yeah.
That you can see, which I don't know. I don't know how you get away from that. Like, I guess you could hide it in like folds in her shirt or something.
The arm holding the staff has a.
It has a more visible seam. Yeah.
Yeah. So the other piece of what looks like the staff mat is going to go in the back of the base. So when you start to put the little rings on, if you turn the base, flip the base back.
What, this one?
So the other piece that looks like it goes to the staff is going to go in the base behind the pillow. Yes. Excuse me.
Does it just sit there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it just goes in a little hole there.
Oh, a little hole.
Where does the pillow go?
You can put the pillow anywhere.
Wherever you want.
Yeah, I just have it by your foot.
Okay. Let me
And what
grab
does she?
couple
She have a
more.
detonator in her hand?
She
Yeah.
does.
Yeah, detonator right there. Yeah.
I never noticed her boots were that color.
Yeah,
I don't know, it looks cool.
I love her body language, the attitude. Just looks great.
Is a cape wired?
I believe it is, if I remember correctly.
I don't know if it is. It just feels like you can.
Mold it a little bit.
Yeah.
I always love that look.
That's such a killer costume. Even in the
It
book.
is.
Remember when you guys first cracked the book open?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Sideshow got nothing on that piece.
How heavy is the base?
It's pretty heavy. It's pretty
Is it-
decent. I mean, I don't want to mess anything up, but it's
No.
it's decent. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not nearly as heavy as the Mando. The Mando piece is ridiculous.
Yeah, man,
Like
it was
that, I
30
can.
pounds.
I can barely lift up. Not. It is a chore to lift up the XM Boba piece. That base.
Right. Well, yeah, of
Holy
course. That thing's
shit.
super heavy. I've heard that thing's
It's
crazy.
like 50 pounds.
Yeah.
Uh,
Mando's like that. I think Mando's like 40 pounds. Yeah.
Is it really that big?
Yeah, and look, this is the thing, guys, right? Like this is where when we talk about getting customs, this is some of the stuff that you're going to deal with compared to Sideshow, let's say. Like you might get to me, you're probably going to get something you might not get with Sideshow. And MYC's killing it with their paint apps, I think. Their paint apps, their bases, their sculpts, everything's good. But there are certain things like the creases, like this crease comes out a little bit further for me, a tiny bit,
And those will vary between statues, I noticed.
Right.
Which is interesting. So, like, if Chris had one and I had one, we may have parts that are a little bit looser that may not key in correctly or key in all the way.
Sure.
So that's the whole custom. I mean, it's just like a custom helmet. Mine's not going to look like yours. So, yeah.
100%. And that said, they're getting better and better as they keep making pieces, right? They make more pieces.
Yeah.
They get better at it. They get better at head sculpt. So that's what's really cool. But that's the custom game in general. Is that you just everything. There might be little things here and there that might kind of bug you a little bit, but
Are those seams hidden at all in like folds?
they're fairly.
They're intended to be.
There's so many folds and things on this thing that it doesn't really bother me. And it's not like I look at this thing and I go, oh, there's seams all over this. Like I can't stand the seams. It's not that crazy, right? To me, it still looks really, really nice. But there are people that actually care about that stuff and really have a problem with it. It's something.
Well,
right?
That's what people's major beef is with the Hot Toys Baby Yoda. The ears.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Look at Jabba the Hutt from Sideshow. That thing's got seams all over the damn thing, right?
That's interesting you bring that up. It does, but I don't know. It doesn't bother me. It
doesn't bother Steve either. It doesn't bother Steve either. So
I'm surprised by it.
Yeah, I'm not saying that it's necessarily a bad thing. In some cases, it's really hard to hide seams. So I don't have, and to me, I think even harder as a custom statue maker. That's like doing head sculpts. I think would be a nightmare. I think seams would be a nightmare. I think it's just, there's certain things that you kind of have to be a little bit forgiving on in some cases, but
listen, Sideshow doesn't even get the head sculpts right. So
no, they don't. And they don't get they don't get the paint apps as well, even as my MYC does.
No, the paint apps are really bad.
The paint apps on MYC stuff is fantastic from what I've seen so far. I have the Mando and this now, and they both have been really, really good.
The one thing I like with MYC is, and I wish more both licensed and custom makers would do this, is one of the things that's making them better isn't necessarily their work per se. I mean, yeah, it is, but it's the fact that they're listening to people. So when people give feedback, they're taking that feedback and they're going back to the drawing board and they're trying to deliver on the negatives. So they're saying, okay, well, if we're falling short here, how can we improve that? Sideshow isn't doing that.
You can go too far like Zion Art is, where they're completely changing entire sketches.
And they're doing that like 1 out of every 3 statues. It's like they
Well,
have
and
statues
then
and they're changing it.
and then little details, though, like enough people will say, "Hey, we want Baby Yoda on Mando," and he throws it on there. Like,
Yeah.
there's a point where you go too far. Listen to every single
right.
person's detail.
Well, look at. I'm sorry to say, but look at the Mandalorian that Xionar made. Like, he's got the Darksaber in his hand before anyone knew that was going to happen, which is cool. But at the same time,
I don't like it.
I don't.
He
But
had to know.
It's
He had
nothing
to know.
Yeah,
No,
he did. I think he heard from somebody that was happening, right? And
There's
so
a lot of leaks going on.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But that said, I don't really. I personally don't want. If I wanted a Mando season 2 Mandalorian figure or statue, I don't think I'd want him to have the Darksaber. Like,
No.
that's
Barely used it.
Yeah, I mean, he
Yeah.
might in season 3. He might, but
Yeah, I know. I like it, man. I really.
yeah, it's really nice. Let me grab some of these extra little pieces here.
Now, like, I don't want to start collecting more statues.
They're really nice.
It's looking good to me.
It's looking really good. The Mando that I had on display, I actually shipped out to the studio. It's on display in the studio now.
In what studio?
Over Disney Music Group, Universal Music Group, the studios that they're using.
Oh, where you're working?
Yeah. Well, not the one I'm working in now is close to home, but where I was working. So I shipped that out to them and a couple other pieces.
Well, let's
They're
see.
like-
I have Ty coming.
Yeah.
I hope to get another one that we talked about. And let's see what else. Ty, Shore, Boba. Too many statues. I don't have room for statues.
You're not gonna get the short trip, are you, Chris?
I don't know.
Get it? Yeah, I got to see more of it.
I gotta see for sure. I mean,
I can't wait for that TIE. That TIE pod is going to go right next to my TIE fighter, the studio scale TIE fighter.
It's dangerous to me now that MYC does payments now.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of my game. I like doing the payment plan.
I thought you paid everything off right away.
I did, but
Well, the heavy hitter stuff you do, right? Because you don't like it hanging.
yeah, but it's also if I know if something's gonna come out in like 6 months, 7 months, and I don't have a whole lot on payment plans, that's the problem, right? Now that I've kind of decided I'm trying my best not to order Hot Toys anymore, because it's just you get to the point where all of a sudden you're paying, $300-400 for Hot Toys, and then it's like you're gonna do another payment plan for a statue. That's ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's my problem.
Well, that's basically the only way I'm able to collect. I don't want to put out $800 payment for. It's just something about me. I don't like having a big chunk come out of my account. I'm okay with a bunch of little chunks. I know it's all the same, but in my head, it's like drives me nuts.
See, if something's going to take a long time, if I have something on pre-order and I know it's going to be a year, 6 months, I'd rather do a payment plan and have my money go to work for me. But if it's something that I know I'm buying outright, I'd rather just pay it off and have it out of sight, out of mind. But it depends. If you're waiting, it makes no sense to pay it all up front.
But then there's other people who don't like loaning Sideshow their money for a year, or a year and a half.
That's true. Yeah.
It's going to go to them one way or another. So.
Yeah, but when a company takes pre-orders and they make an interest off them, they don't have to front the money as a company. They're taking it in, beforehand.
Yeah, I wouldn't even have half the shit I have right now if it wasn't for payment plans. No way. What's that square piece on the front? Is that a plaque?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I just put it on the front for now.
Do all MYC stuff come with plaques?
I believe so. And then if there's been a few cases where if he, like Mando, where he extended the line, anything after 50 didn't get the plaque. So it incentivized those who had the first.
So you don't have to pry open those rings, do you, Matt?
No, not really.
It should go right on. Oh.
Yeah, I do on that lightsaber. Did you ever do that?
Yeah, and I did such a poor job. It's kind of okay. I don't know.
You didn't put cloth under the pliers, did you? And it marred it all up.
I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm okay.
No.
I was okay with some nicks on it. I don't care. Like, it's the damn lightsabers. They're supposed to have some freaking wear on them.
I know.
But-
You just put a cloth on it, some cloth on it, and twist it, and it'll come open.
I'm so unhandy, guys. Like, it's just not even funny. I'm just.
Man,
Just
there's
call
nothing
me.
wrong with being creative, man. There's nothing wrong with
Call
being
me and I'll
creative.
help you out. Call me.
I'm the same. I can't throw a baseball or a football to save my life.
Oh, I can do that. I'm not
I can.
not a wuss. I can throw a freaking.
Get out of here.
No. Listen,
We're not talking soccer balls. We're talking football.
Okay. Yeah, I can kind of throw a football. I can kick a soccer ball, like freaking beat all you sons of bitches in soccer.
I don't know. Soccer's
But-
the one thing I am good at.
No, you're not as good as I am. I can promise you that. But
Yeah,
that
you were.
I played in college. I played all through my life. But that said, I can throw a football. I can throw almost anyone can throw a baseball. You can throw a baseball, Jason. Come on.
I was exaggerating.
Okay.
a little bit.
Okay. Can you throw a frisbee?
I've always been into. I actually can throw a frisbee. Yeah.
That's actually kind of hard. Throwing a frisbee good.
I
Like,
can't do like backflips and catch frisbees.
no,
but
no,
I
I
can
know
throw
that.
them.
No.
I can throw a football. I just can't throw it as a spiral.
Oh, well, okay. I mean, you know what? I shouldn't say if we're talking about full size NFL football.
Yeah.
No, I can't do that either. There's no way. Those things are giant.
Well, college ones are bigger.
Okay, well, whatever we're talking about. If we're talking like a Nerf football, I can throw a Nerf football. With that.
Well, yeah.
One of those-
My 10-year-old nephew can throw
one
a
of those
10
one of those whistle ones that actually
Yeah.
whistles when it goes to the air. Yeah.
Table's a little wobbly. It's making me nervous.
This thing?
Yeah.
Got the yips.
It's fine. It's steady.
It's a good stance on that. It really is.
It
Oh,
is.
the body language is
That is
such a-
what MYC does so well. I mean, think about the TIE pilot, the Mandalorian. They destroyed the Mandalorian, right? They killed it. That is what they're so good at. The stance, man. They just
Maris
get the
Brood
body.
is a great stance.
Yeah,
Um,
body language so well.
The body language is fantastic.
I'm honestly that Ayla Sakura, depending on how sexy it is and how the stance is on that one, maybe. But if I got that, I'd have to go buy a Shakti.
Shakti's so good, dude.
She is good.
So good.
I've seen her. She's amazing.
Do any of you guys own any original props? Jason definitely does.
I got a handful. I got some good ones.
Jason does. I mean, we've got some like, reproduction prop stuff, but nothing like.
I think he's talking about from an actual movie.
We're not taking screen used. Yeah, no, I don't have anything screen used.
Do you have
I don't have
screen
anything,
used?
but
You don't have anything screen used, Jason?
I mean, it depends on not like straight from the screen, like what you're watching, but
Yeah.
I have some like direct lineage. I have some direct pulls from the guys who like made the stuff. I have a couple pieces from like the model teams and stuff like that. But
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
so that's a no.
that's a no. I mean, look, if we're talking about like
those are props.
those freaking those RS Boba helmets are pulls from the actual. Pretty much. I mean, it's like what, second gen some stuff?
Yeah,
I get a bar Beskar from Mando, a legit one.
Oh, that's cool.
I get one. It's straight from. I think it's the one that's on the table with when they open the ice cream maker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys know anywhere that does a decent Captain Rex helmet? Chris, you would know better.
I just did one.
Yeah, Chris does a pretty good one. I've seen some other people. Was it Sanitized Creations?
I don't.
I think Chris's is one of the. I'm not even saying this because it's you, but I
know. His is good.
Legit. I watched a few videos and they just don't get the thing right.
But Chris doesn't want to get a bunch of helmet stuff. So
I don't want to mix. I don't.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. So, but what I think a good place to look at is Dave's Armory. I think he does a pretty good one, doesn't he?
Chris, you sure you don't want Chris? I'm just gonna send you a snowtrooper commander. You don't want to paint that and send it for me?
You son of a bitch.
I don't want to paint any more helmets right now. I've helmeted myself out.
Chris is doing studio skills right now.
Yeah.
Jeez, $2,600 for an action figure 2 feet tall. Oh my god.
They can keep it.
Dude, that's
YOLO Park is that you only live once.
That's
Park off the
crazy.
front.
You know, is that the first gen Optimus Prime, or is that the shitty Michael Bay crap?
It's probably Michael Bay.
Oh, they're so terrible. The
They're
Transformers,
just too busy. Let me look at this.
way too busy.
Oh no, actually, it's old school.
Is it?
I think so. Yeah.
I don't think
This
I've ever.
is it.
I don't think I've ever shown my Captain Rex. I can show that guy my Captain
Ms.
Rex.
Michael says, I once owned a Return of the Jedi forearm from a stormtrooper, but sadly it's sold it years ago. That dude, you know what's crazy is that you could
Probably goes for crazy
probably,
money too.
if you probably had that today, you could probably turn that around and sell that for a decent amount of money just for a freaking
Top store
forearm.
was $75
I'm gonna
grand.
grab my helmet.
It's crazy, dude.
Yeah, so when I got one of those original Beskars that Legacy FX had made for the show, I got to send one out to one of our special friends,
Yeah, that's cool.
and then I also have coming in, which should be in one of my incoming orders, a replica of the Beskar as well, which I think one should have been going your way, or
I've never showed it.
Oh, let me hold on one second. There we go.
see the weld lines is what people never get
Yeah,
right.
the weld
That
lines,
is good.
the weld lines are really nice. Yeah, it's killer.
Yeah, I just need a visor. That's the only thing I need to do on it yet.
Where do you get visor stuff from? Like, what do you
It's
got?
all, I just gotta buy a welding visor off of Amazon and cut it. That's all I gotta do yet.
Okay.
I like these things right here. These.
Where do you get the shells, Chris?
Usually I get them from this guy in Maryland. This one I got off a guy in England and fucking hated it. It was such a pain in the ass. It was it wouldn't hold the paint. The paint bubbled up even with primer. The primer. It was. I'll never buy that mold again. Never.
Name and shame, brother. No,
I tell you what, if I did that, it looked like those weld lines would look like I jizzed all over the helmet. It would be pretty bad, dude.
Yeah, you know what? I think it turned out pretty good.
It turned out great. It turned out great, dude.
Yeah.
Do you have any helmets that you did, Chris, that you probably won't display for a long time? Like, do you like all of them? Do you like all of them a lot? Or do you think at some point, if like space is an issue, you're going to be like, oh, I'm not going to display these?
No, I'll display them.
Okay.
They don't like. I have plenty of room.
So you feel like you did good enough job that you'll keep them for a long time?
Yeah, the only one that I'm not really like, I think I did a good job on it, but it's not my favorite helmet. It's my son's favorite helmet, so I might give them one of them if I run out of space. But no, I think I have enough room to display them. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I was just wondering because I know. Hold on one second.
The only problem I'm going to run into is if I buy more statues. That's the only problem I'm going to run into. If I do.
Let's hope that happens.
No, I don't want to buy more statues.
Although
every time I see a new thing from MYC, my mind is slowly changing.
I'm telling you, dude. So just giving a little let's see here real quick. Share screen. Just want to give a little love to MYC here. Yes, if anybody hasn't been here, this is kind of a gallery of their work that they've got going out here. So just some of the cool. So obviously Leia Boushh is right here, but dude, this Cad Bane, man.
That might be their best.
You think so?
I from the production pictures I saw, man, it just looks fucking amazing.
You think so, huh? That's crazy. I mean, I think it's really cool looking. The only thing I'll say about the Cad Bane that I'm still slightly unsure about is the base is massive, right? The base is really big for what it is.
The Boushh.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
The bases are quite big for what they are. But that said, they're not making premium formats that are just sitting on like some sand, right?
Yeah.
He's actually trying to make the base kind of add to the story a little bit.
Now, do we think that that's a leather
It is.
jacket?
It is a leather jacket.
It is.
Now, I don't know if it's actual leather jacket. I don't know what he's making it of. But I know that was one of the things that was holding him up from actually putting this thing out over a certain amount of time. It took him a long time to find the right leather jacket, the right style of jacket.
Now, okay, so that droid looks great, and it fits with the with him because I mean he was his sidekick. I didn't realize you can pose it two different ways. Is there two different robots, or is it just moved differently?
I don't know. Do you know, Jason?
He does remove. I don't know. I don't have the statue in hand, so I don't know how that would.
Those are some thin arms and legs, though.
Yeah, but they don't, dude. I'm telling you, man. The way they pack stuff, dude. They pack stuff so well, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Their stuff like so well packed.
It's like studio style, Chris. The way it's packed.
Is that his Boba Fett?
That's Sideshows, isn't it?
That's a sideshow, yeah.
Is it
the Sideshow premium format?
I don't like that base. Now that base is too small.
That's the difference, right? That's what you're talking about. So yeah, I mean, I'd rather have the Cad Bane size base than the other one.
Yeah, that little shitty base looks terrible.
Yeah, and then obviously there's the TIE pilot that we're.
Look at that again with the body language. That one looks amazing.
Dude, the pose is so good.
It's great.
It's so good, dude. But see, again, here's these seams. You can see the seams in the arms a little bit, the shoulders.
The thing I'm wondering, and maybe we can ask him, is are those tubes going to be that thick?
These ones?
Thick, yeah.
I think it gives a character.
Doesn't it look? It's normal, isn't it?
Look at the light. Look at the color of the light.
It's perfect.
How sweet is it?
I thought maybe that was a distortion of like the picture, but they're pretty thick.
They're pretty thick, yeah.
The texture on the suit is awesome.
It's so sick, dude. Again, this is what I would say is you're just not. There's not a whole lot of people that are companies that are going to make a TIE fighter pilot, or even a Leia Boushh with like a cool stance and she's just badass holding a freaking detonator. Like it just doesn't happen. I mean, I've got I don't have a ton of statues. I have a decent amount of statues now, but that like represents quite a bit of the Star Wars statues that are actually good that you can get. Right?
I think MYC is head and shoulders above Sideshows.
It depends, but yeah, I think so too. I think
I don't think it depends. I don't think Sideshow has been very good at all lately.
Ventress Mythos
is the lone one.
Mythos is going to be the exception to the rule.
That's what I'm about to say.
Two Mythos. The other two suck balls.
But the regular premium formats are not up to par by any means.
No, I don't think so either. I think they look too plasticky to me personally.
Wait, not only just those three, but we talked about this before, Matt. Prior to that, there's not a lot of premium formats that are really that good.
I mean, look at like Luke. Luke looks really rough. Han looks rough. Chewbacca looks like a freaking, cigar with like fuzz on it. Like it's just disgusting. And
Snowtrooper.
Yeah, the Snowtrooper. No, I hear you. There's stuff, but they've got some pretty. Look, Shakti's amazing.
Shakti and Darth Talon are the only two that I think that are real good. Their
Death Trooper was good. Kylo Ren is good. I love their Kylo Ren premium format. I thought it was really good. They've got some. It's just you would think a company like Sideshow, big company like Sideshow, that makes fantastic statues. They make X-Men statues that people go crazy for.
But we talked about that. X-Men are cartoon comic book characters. They're not real life characters.
Yeah.
They're it's easy to get those right. It's hard to get face sculpts right that you don't have to base off of an actor.
Yeah, I hear that. I don't know, man.
I'll take this over Sideshow any day, right here.
No, I hear you. This to me, what the MYC is doing, and let's be honest, what other custom companies are makers are doing as well is they're making things that we're just not going to see anywhere else, right? They're
Mhm.
making concepts that we want and no one else is going to make. And this is but the thing about MYC that I love, and we're definitely riding their jock a little hard, but there's a reason for it. Like I really like that. Like for MYC, you can log into your account and you can pre-order and order things through their website, right?
Yeah.
And then you can make payments through their website. Like I'm telling you, it's a game changer in terms of like it's almost like they're just a normal statue company.
That's what it's like, man.
It really is. And they ship from the US.
Yeah,
right?
And you're not paying $300-$400 for shipping.
You're not paying
most custom statues. You're paying the half price of the statue to ship it.
Exactly. They're eating a lot of that shipping cost for you, and then shipping it from Florida, I think it is, right? Yeah. I mean, the shipping's not that crazy. So, you're getting an awesome statue with an amazing, usually an amazing pose, really good base. They really put a lot of thought into it.
So
and you're not paying a lot for shipping.
This base is small. Okay.
Yeah,
it is.
But it's perfect.
Yeah. Oh, it's perfect. And it lights up.
Yeah.
It's a light up base. And it's got the mouse. It's got the freaking
do we know if it's a plug-in or if it's battery?
I think it's a plug-in.
It might be plug-in.
I think it's plug-in. Yeah.
Good.
Which I'm gonna have to figure out where to put that.
I hate battery operated shit. Go to some more.
Okay, hold on. So there's some. Let's see. What what else do we
go
have?
on the Maris Brood.
Oh, this one, yeah.
Yeah.
So you're really thinking about it, huh? It does look cool.
I'm not thinking about it, no, but I like it.
Yeah, it does.
I think that looks fantastic.
I do like it a lot.
Is Thor getting this?
Yeah.
Is Thor getting Maris Brood?
I don't know.
I can't remember if he was getting this or not.
Every time I see that statue, I want to take those sabers and just fuck somebody up with them. They look so much fun.
They look great. Do they light up, right?
Yeah.
They do, yeah. They're like batons with a saber.
And they're bright.
See, this is an example of I think a head sculpt that looks fantastic. I don't know if it's exactly how she looks in the game. Is it the game, right? It's a game.
Yeah, it's a game.
But at the same time, I still think it looks good. It may not match completely, but it looks good.
I like the whole back. Everything about the backside is just the hair, the way it twists around, and I love that.
I bet you love that backside. Hold on.
I love it.
Let me see here real quick.
Show me the back.
I'm going to try it. Find it. Let me see. Is this it? No, that's not it. Where is it?
It's right there.
No, that's the front.
That's crotch.
That's the front. You like that too. Here it is. This is the back. Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it is. It's really cool how they have all the braids and stuff. That's really
the braids are sweet. And the braids go around her neck like a choker.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Look at that. Here's another thing that I noticed. Look at their photography. Look how good that statue looks with that simplistic gray background.
Yeah.
Why doesn't Sideshow do that?
They got to Photoshop it.
Yeah, Sideshow goes pretty hard on Photoshop. Yeah, they do. Which I don't know, man. There's sometimes Sideshow's pictures. You're like, guys, like you're trying to sell your statue. Like, what do you?
Have you seen the new Iron Man 85? The first picture that they have of the final production, it looks like a cartoon. No. I swear to God, it looks like a cartoon.
I love it.
Do the Thrawn.
Yeah, this one you can't get anymore.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty sick, dude.
He has a mixture of like real life versus animation feel to it, like in the stance. The one thing I will openly say, and again, for those watching, we don't mean to speak ill of anybody or be rude in any way, but we are honest. We we're not unbiased just because we like a certain company, whether it be MYC, RS, etc. I don't like that Gamorrean guard. I do not think it came out good. I do not think it looks good.
The MYC version?
The MYC version, yeah. That's the one thing.
I was excited for this.
Say again, Chris?
Are there two head sculpts of the Thrawn?
I don't know. The Thrawn's one that I missed out on.
What do you not like about this? Just so I
don't know. I don't know. There's something about it. Just let me enlarge my screen. I don't know if it's the way, the coloring, the paint. I don't know.
Don't look that bad to me.
It doesn't look bad. There's just something about it that just doesn't appeal to me. And I can't.
It looks
put my
better
finger on
than Mandalorian Gamorrean guards.
Yeah, much.
Anorexic Gamorrean guards.
Yeah,
Now that I'm looking at it in detail, I don't know.
I don't know, man. It looks pretty good, dude.
I think it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Oh my
details
god,
are
it's one of those things where if you have Leia Boushh, you almost need him.
there. It would look good next to her. And he's got the furry diaper. He's actually got the like soft goods on that. It's pretty sick.
I like the little dudes, the little dog thing sitting by his side.
You know what I'd be really interested in is would the bases match up?
Oh,
Like
you mean
the
color?
color of the stone and everything, you know what I mean? Like the steps.
Yeah, they probably use the same. I'm sure they use the same paints.
I wonder if they did. Because Gamorrean's kind of is a bit older, isn't it? Like it's not that new.
Flasher.
So I wonder if that's the case.
I
I don't know. That's pretty cool though, man.
I'm sorry, Jason. I don't see anything wrong with it.
It's just, well, I guess it just wasn't my cup of tea. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Now, the one thing that's eluded me is that Admiral Akbar. That I'm almost willing to go secondary market and pay a little extra for it. That
Really?
everything
You
about
can't-
oh my
you can't
god,
find
just-
one.
I can't find one. I love this thing. I love this thing.
Dude, that's funny. Does
It's a
does Michael not have any extras of this?
Sold out, gone.
Just gone, huh?
Gone.
People love
Now,
it.
Admiral Akbar doesn't have no back.
He got no
No.
back.
No, he's got
He's got that tracksuit though. Look at him.
he does have a great tracksuit.
His little overshirt even looks like it's got that squishy, spongy '80s fit. I don't know, man. Look at that thing. Look at the eyes, everything. Wow.
Yeah, it
Clean
does look
cut.
really good. The head
paint.
sculpt and the arms and everything look fantastic.
The forearms
what-
are awesome.
What a position to put him in. They just they killed it.
Sure. Yeah. That's a trap.
He's like, it's a trap. He looks smooth too. Look at
I
those
would-
70s
I would
Travolta
love to
boots.
see them do an Admiral Radis.
Mm,
Yeah.
I could see that.
Oh man, it looks
I
so
love the
good.
look of him.
Yeah, I'm about to be stupid and go pay like $1,500 for him.
Straight up lobster, just commanding people. That's crazy.
Isn't there an MYC selling group, BST group selling
There
group?
is, yeah,
Yeah, but
there
the
is.
whole group consists of people trying to buy stuff.
Everyone's
There's
trying
so
to
much
buy.
competition. Nobody's selling anything. Everybody's buying it.
Everyone's trying to buy pieces.
It's all in search house.
Go back to the catalog.
I love it. Mike says, "Do they have a Darth Talon?" I don't think they made a Darth Talon. I think they have the Sith Acolyte, Darth Malak. That's one that Thor really wants to get. Which is pretty cool. It's pretty badass.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. It's got
Wow.
yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm not
Wow.
I'm not a huge dark side person, so I don't tend to lean towards the dark side stuff. So, but Thor's all completely dark side, so I think he's trying to jump on this and grab this.
They never did a Revan though, right?
They were one of the first ones to do Ruben.
Really?
Yeah, it was one of the first statues they did, probably 5 years ago. And
I never saw any of those.
so Starkiller looks great. Nihilus and Revan have a lot of mixed media, so it's kind of a I don't know, it's catch-22. It's one of those things where it's preference. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't.
Well, and you
Which one?
gotta appreciate that they've gotten so much better too.
Well, that's the thing. We're going years back.
Click on Bane.
Darth Bane.
Bane was another earlier one.
Yeah, no, not a
I
big
mean, it
fan.
looks just like Bane. That's what Bane looks like.
Looks like he's supposed to be in Guardians of the Galaxy to me.
Yeah.
The
Like a
design
wrestler.
art looks the same way. It doesn't look like a Star Wars character.
He looks like a wrestler.
A little bit. Base is cool.
There was another one I wanted to see back there.
Go to the Lord Starkiller. He looks good.
Yeah.
He came out really well.
How old are these?
2015, 16.
Oh yeah, this
maybe?
is actually pretty good.
That one came out. Look at all the sabers.
Look at all
That
the
one came out.
sabers. Damn.
He goes for crazy money right now. He's going for like $3-4 grand easy.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, this
Oh,
one
look at
actually did come out cool.
Yeah.
The braid is cool. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen some of these old ones. So
Yeah, I
just
never
so
saw that.
people know, if for MYC they try to do a tiny bit of soft goods, like some sort of soft goods in every statue, pretty much. So, in everything you see, you'll see some bit of soft goods used. And sometimes that can help the statue. Sometimes it's like, wasn't not my favorite thing, but it's still pretty solid. So, but yeah, and they're making. Jason, are they coming out with what have they sneak peeked us on?
Today we got we got Mando and Beskar. That was today.
Oh, he's
Oh,
still doing
really?
it. He's still going
Yeah.
for it.
Mando and Beskar. Yeah.
I wasn't sure if he was going to go for it because of all the different ones coming out.
We got Shore Trooper. We got Bulver on Throne for those who do not know, and that's going to be a little bit of a collab with Rogue 16. Not so much, but a little bit.
Yeah.
How so?
what else do we- Just little assistance from our team.
Yeah.
What else do we get on the
That's
list?
going to be a fantastic statue, by the way.
I'm
Are you
trying to
going to
find-
get that, Matt?
I don't know how I'm going to stop myself. It's kind of the thing I'd say. Again, I'm going to start running out of space in a little while here. I just thought about look, we've got the Rancor coming in from Regal Robot,
Yeah.
the Gamorrean Fighter,
Yeah.
Ventress, Mythos. I got Ventress Small coming in. That's 4. The TIE Fighter Pilot, 5. Not to mention wanting some more helmets. It's gonna be an issue. It's gonna be a real big problem.
Hey, do we know which day? What was day 3? What is that on day 3?
Day 3, I don't know. It's got like a fish, like an aquarium style. I don't know. So there's what was day 1? Did anybody guess it?
Yeah, it was Second Sister.
Second
Just
sister. Okay.
so people know that MYC's is doing a 12 Days of Christmas where they're sneak peeking and showing things. So
Whoa, hold on a second.
Oh, I didn't even pick up on this. Did you guys notice that in each spot it says something different? It'll say announcement, teaser, or actual pre-order.
Yeah.
yeah, they're gonna
tomorrow.
do
Have a pre. They were supposed to have tomorrow. They were supposed to have a reveal, but they said they couldn't, so they changed it.
Yeah, I'm looking at that now.
I didn't notice. It said that there was production is going to wrap up in about 2 or 3 weeks from. So now production should be wrapping up.
right. 3PO says, I've got years sticking to my plan of not collecting Star Wars statues, and you throw this boba and throwing shit at me. So, 3PO, what do you collect then? Do you collect Hot Toys or vintage? Like, what's your thing? It sounds like you actually do collect something. You just don't collect statues yet, or yeah, it's tough, right? I think statues aren't for everybody, and Hot Toys aren't for everybody. It just depends on what you kind of feel like, what your tendency is towards these things, and I think, and you could like both of them. It's it is what it is. But I think, for me, the minute I got my hands on a statue, I was like, man, this is.
Oh, you were Jones, and I remember watching that. You were like,
It's just-
statues.
It's just, in my opinion, which doesn't count for much. I like them a lot more than I like Hot Toys. I think they are. There's so much more to look at and represent in detail for the character. It just to me, statues feel like art, like Star Wars art.
I was gonna say you said it well before when you said it's more of a work of art.
It is.
than
It's a lot.
collectible.
It's a lot more of a work of art. And to be completely honest, part of this is I've seen people over the past months, 6 to months to a year, come into my collection room, and I've seen how I feel towards them coming into my collection room and looking at things. And I'm not basing this off of what other people think or what other people want. It's how I feel about them coming in and looking at things. And I feel a lot more, I feel happier and more what's the word?
Content.
Yeah, content about people looking at statues and helmets and busts than Hot Toys. I think it to me, you know, I just kind of feel better about collecting that stuff more now. So, but yeah, it really depends. If you don't have a statue, I mean, obviously you don't know the differences, and you might not like them. I mean, Chris, you like them, but you don't. That's not your thing. But you don't mind, but you like them.
I've always collected them.
Right.
I don't know why. I just kind of got away from them.
Yeah.
I think I like variety. I mean, I like a lot of different things.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't want Darth Vader, Darth Maul, just those same ones all the time. You know what I mean? I want something different.
Well, that's all we were getting for a while.
Yeah, that's all we're still getting from
Hot
the big
Toys
name.
adds a lot of variety. You're right. It does
Yes.
add a lot of variety for sure.
And that's I like to have a whole bunch of different characters.
No,
I originally started as a figure collector, you know, so
you're talking about vintage.
Variety.
Vintage.
Yeah, vintage. And
right.
That's what I had walls of like every single character in the movie.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want just I mean, I like a lot. I end up finding myself I have a lot of Darth Maul and I have a lot of Vader and I have a lot of Boba and not as much Wicket.
Yeah.
You know?
I hear you. Man, I love Wicket.
But like this opens up a whole new thing for me, these MYC, because Sideshow's MCs.
You get the variety.
Yeah, it's a variety. That I mean, like Shaq T is something that I always wanted, you know, because
that's funny.
Shaq T is something I always wanted because it's different. Nobody makes it.
No, for sure. You know, I think part of this too, though, is that you put a statue together and it's like you said, they're huge compared to Hot Toys. They're freaking huge, and they really stand out in a collection. I think the more I have collected these things, the more that I like that they're larger and they stand out more, and they're they kind of represent more the character a little bit better. I don't know. I really like them. And I love that we have something like a MYC that is very, very easy to pre-order something with. Well, if you can, yes, you gotta be on your game, on your game to get them. But
they said something about a pre-order coming tomorrow, right?
Something about changing it to a reveal or something.
There's going to be a pre-order, I think, on Saturday. Okay. They always do them Saturday, always. But they'll probably reveal something and say it's going to be on, Saturday.
Do we know what it is? Because I want to be able to plan ahead.
I know. I don't know if we do. Do we know what it is, Jason?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
We'll have to see.
I don't get the inside skinny. Not like that.
Let's see. Tom used to make a rad life-size Wicket back in the day. Are you talking about Tom, Robot Tom?
Still does. Still makes a good one.
Yeah, I think he's
makes a great job too.
I'll be right back.
It's a great job.
I'll be right back.
Okay. No, I that is something. Wicket is something I just like my Chewie. So I'll clue you in on what I hope happens. What I'm crossing my fingers will happen at some point. I'm hoping our Regal robot comes out there a Wicket, and they'll could probably come out the a full size Wicket. I would guess if they did, but I would probably want a bust. I think I'd want to go for a bust of it, and I would love to have I've got Chewie here. I don't have good light on Chewie. I got to figure that out, but I have Chewie here, and if I kind of mirror the shelves on this side, like kind of do the shelves on this side, I'd put Wicket on that in that corner. And then put that's kind of what I've been thinking, but I'm not sure yet.
I think that works. And after seeing the recent piece that they completed, where it was just the head,
yep.
At first for the Ewok, I was a little against the bust, and I figured based on the size, why not just go the full 3.5, 4 feet? Especially because I want the weapon, and I know they can only do the weapon when you get the full scale.
Right.
But after seeing
that's a licensing thing, correct?
Yeah, correct. So after seeing the head and nothing but the head, I was like, wow, that looks a lot better than I would have expected it to. So I would be happy bust or just the head of Wicked, especially with those little, because he's got the headpiece on, and I think it would look fantastic.
That's so good. I mean, there's a lot of other Ewoks that would look really cool as well if they end up doing, Ewoks. Some,
Yeah.
there's some other ones that would look really nice. So I like Ewoks. I like Ewoks.
We
So
get a couple. I think we get a couple of great, maybe one or two unveils coming up from out of Regal Robot or Tom Spina Design.
oh, you
I'd be
mean like product spotlights type of thing?
No, I think there's a piece. One of the pieces we already have in the works that should be done pretty soon.
Oh, like an actual
Yeah.
unboxing
Actual piece.
type of thing.
Yeah, someone had posted a piece recently, and there was a lot of talk around it, about how its price had gone up and it's become this grill, and so it's gonna be really exciting to unbox this new piece, and yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
No, that's gonna be awesome. That and like I said before, we've got the Rancor is not like crazy far away.
Couple months at best, man. Yeah.
And then in the Gamorrean Fighter will be coming up, and then we've got some, and then those two like Ventress and Maul Mythos are gonna be a lot of fun to open as well. I'm looking forward to that. Otherwise, I don't know. Do we have any helmet stuff coming up, Jason?
Soon, no. It's gonna be a little bit of a wait before we have any heavy hitters. I think the next couple of months is gonna be a little bit of breathing room. Just a little bit of time to sit back, relax. So? I mean, most things that I get coming in are already in the works, or get off and whatnot. And then as far as things that I'm aware that are coming up, that we all know are coming up in the community, aren't going to be at least till mid-year. So yeah, I think at least January, February is going to be. I think it's going to. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's going to be a little bit relaxed in a good way, though. Yeah, give the wallet a break. Give some time to play around with displays and collections, and
definitely need a break.
I'm getting really into that found part stuff, so I've been doing a lot of research and having a lot of fun with that.
Yeah, no, the found part stuff is crazy, dude. You can go into a massive hole, deep hole doing that.
I'm not doing that.
Dude, no, I like it. I think it's something that's really interesting. Even if you don't buy the piece, just researching and learning about it is fun. Even that in and of itself. Because this piece I have no interest in putting in my collection, but I love researching it, reading the books, getting the details, reading the threads and the research.
Did you see somebody was selling those studs off the bottom of boots?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they constantly have for sale.
They're those are, what do they call those?
The mystery chunk.
Yeah, mystery chunks. Yeah, I think that was Daniel Newman that found those and was selling those.
Oh, was it?
I believe so. Yeah.
What was he? I didn't see what that comment was.
Aaron said, the more quality companies making stuff, the better. And that is that's true. Yeah, I think. But what?
Sideshow's not really making that good of quality stuff.
No, and look, guys, we're not Sideshow like haters.
No,
we really are not. Like, if they come out with something awesome, yeah. I'm hoping. I would love to see their Ahsoka be good. It would be cool if they were doing something good. Again, MYC's making Ahsoka, so we'll see.
If they had said Mythos, I'd be a little bit more optimistic.
Oh, I wish it was a Mythos piece.
Since it's in that premium format line.
I know, dude. I know. I really like their Mythos line. Well, I feel like we're kind of due for a Mythos piece, like another reveal of some sort.
Well, they only made 4 of them before. They just released 4 of them, so
you think that's it, huh?
See more for a little while.
Interesting.
Possibly. I don't know, one way or another, but that's a possibility.
That's an interesting thought. That's interesting.
No, there's 5 in the first run. Yeah, you get the piggy. You get Vader, Maul, Obi-Wan,
Gamora, Igor.
and Fett.
Yeah, 5. I'm around. You're right.
I'm worried they're going to make Darth Vader and just keep making the same shit over and over again. Like I would love to have seen them make a Mythos Ahsoka or a Mythos Rex, or go do something cool like a Mythos Chewbacca or a Mythos, Tusken Raider or something cool like that. Like something different,
They're not going to.
That'd be really cool.
The farthest they're going to go outside of the box is Emperor.
You're right. I think that's a reach for them.
Yep.
Matt likes fuzzy things, and he's probably right. He's probably right. Do you guys have anything from A&J Projects? No, but I do like he's saying, I showed a Tusken Raider mask. I think their Tusken Raider mask looks really good. A&J Projects, that's Daniel Newman got one from A&J Projects. And do you remember I was talking about this, Chris? Did I tell you about this? The Tusken Raider mask from them?
No.
It's not that expensive.
Really?
No.
Yeah, it's like very reasonable, like crazy reasonable. And I think that includes shipping and everything. It's crazy, dude.
Well, it's just
Yes, the head
gauze
wraps.
bandage wrapped around.
I know, but it's real leather.
Okay.
It's real leather, and it does have some nice weathering to it. It looks like the pieces are actually like metal and leather and straps and everything.
How much are we talking?
Do you remember, Jason?
Yeah, it's right around the 300 mark, 275.
Oh, that's not bad.
Not bad at all.
One thing I will say with the Tuskens, especially the A&J, it looks great. It's one of the better ones I've seen as far as proportions. We talked about that, Matt.
Yeah.
A lot of the Tuskens seem to be very disproportionate, especially in the mouths always seem large and wide. The only thing is it's a little too clean. Like that leather is pristine. It needs to be just, even if they take dry brushing or, model sand and just throw some in there and brush it up and dust it up.
I got you. Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, it looks great. I just think it needs to be dusted up a little bit more.
I hear what you're saying. I wonder if you could actually ask them to do that. Just like
I'm sure
with an RS, you could say, "Hey, could you give me more weathering on this?" I wonder if you could do that.
It's easy enough. It takes literally minutes to do.
I've come to the conclusion I'm done with the only helmets I'm buying are RS helmets. That's it.
I know, dude.
No more.
Helmets are ridiculous. I have two helmets with Big Bad Toy Store from Anovos, which I know I'll never get them. So I'm not worried about those. But I want to get my money back. I want my deposit back from them.
Yeah.
And I've got to figure out how to get that.
Well, no, I take that back. There's one more Novos helmet I need.
Which
All right, whenever you're ready, let me know.
Oh, that's right, Jason's. I wonder if anybody makes just the head of Alf life size, pretty much like an Ewok. I wouldn't be surprised, dude.
That would sell like this.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. Alf's freaking awesome.
I'm sure Tom would make it.
It's the same person that makes Harry and the Hendersons head.
Yep.
I'm sure is the same guy. Yeah, Tom probably would make it. Dude, that's funny because I haven't watched Alf in so long, man. It's been a long time. Did you ever watch Alf, Jason?
Yeah, when I was like 6. Yeah.
Freaking awesome.
I used to watch it with my grandmother all the time.
That Harry and the Hendersons, and then what was that dinosaur show? Dinosaurs.
Not the mama.
Yeah, dinosaurs. That's another one that people randomly bring up, and I'm like, holy shit.
Little Robbie. I watched that. That was funny.
So good, dude.
Well, we're old, huh?
Was that part of TGIF?
I think so, yeah.
Wasn't it at some point?
Yeah. That and Urkel.
What a fantastic.
And what? Urkel. Okay.
Urkel.
Family Matters. What a fantastic time to be alive.
Uncle Jesse. Yeah, it was.
It's amazing. Remember, like there wasn't anything to watch until Friday.
Dude, so Fridays are like super exciting, get all amped up. It was like waiting for the Mandalorian.
Wait. Wasn't like G.I. Joe on Transformers on every day, like after school?
At 3:00, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
But then you had Saturday morning cartoons.
I think it's Saturday morning. Yeah, Saturday morning cartoons. No, they
waking
don't.
up, having your cereal, chilling in your pajamas till noontime, and watching cartoons all morning.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, those are the kids don't know what they're missing today.
No, And then you countered that by actually going outside and playing. Now they just
They
sit
watch
all the
YouTube.
time. Now they're just like diabetics sitting down playing
My
video
kids
games.
lay in bed in the middle of the night just watching YouTube all night.
Yeah. So there's so much to watch now. It's crazy.
Oh my god.
It's crazy, man. He says kick the baby. I have a 6 scale Alf head. I don't know where it came from. That's funny, dude. I actually haven't seen a 6 scale Alf character. That's one that I have not seen.
Have either of you gotten your shipment notice yet for the Asajj?
No.
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 See,
I don't think so.
I didn't even get the whole like, well, mine's paid off in full, so people are getting the like, we'll charge you when it comes to our warehouse. So I paid mine off. Like,
mine is too.
7 months ago, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't even,
Mine is too.
Maybe it's better you make payments
yeah,
because
possibly.
they already spent your money. They're keeping.
No, you know what the question I have about that is it a thing where like I didn't order mine until what? I can't even remember when I ordered mine. It was beginning of this year, I think, something like that. So if that's the case, is that how that it works, right? Is it like there's a certain amount, like a lineup of people that if you ordered, even if you ordered payment wise, and you know, like how does that work? Is it just whoever orders first gets it?
I think it's who if I had to guess, okay, I would say it's you order it this day, this day, this day. I think it goes by order of when you order it, not how you pay it off. Whether you paid it off first day, or whether you pay it off when it's about to ship, or whether you're making payments. I think it probably is. All right, I ordered it this month. I'll get mine a month before yours, or whatever the case may be, because they probably like they'll have a certain amount scheduled to be shipped out on January 5th. Okay, that's because they go by the 5th of every 5 days. Okay?
Yeah.
They're planning ahead and saying, okay, we need 500 pieces for January 5th. We need 500 pieces for the 10th, the 15th, the 20th. You know what I mean? So if you go screwing that up by pushing your payments out, they probably move you down. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear that. That makes sense.
Because you can move your payments around and then you're down farther. You're at the
right.
bottom.
You're pushed back. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know.
KG Collector says waiting for that Mark V reissue from Hot Toys. That's crazy. It's crazy that they're doing that. That's the first time they've ever done. All right, is he talking about the reissue or the head sculpt? No, he's talking about the reissue. I think it's crazy that they're reissuing a head sculpt.
Oh yeah, I think he's talking about the 85 reissue.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh wait, what does he say? Oh, he's waiting for Mark V.
He's waiting for that Mark V reissue from Hot Toys.
Yeah, that's.
I'm sorry. I am completely ignorant when it comes to marks and all that shit from
Mark
Marvel.
V is from the second movie, and he's red and silver. It's like the second most expensive one out there.
Okay.
After the 47.
Yeah, Iron Man stuff, man, is confusing to me.
Yeah, I don't really know. I only know two marks: the 47 and the 5.
Okay. Mike Wells says, "How do you dust the Chewy bust?"
I go over it with a Swiffer duster, just lightly, and it
Yeah.
actually takes off the loose hairs. The loose hairs collect on it too.
Yeah, I do that a little bit, but I also hit it with a little bit of air, compressed air, just lightly.
I use compressed air, but I put a little filter in front of it.
I'll do it inside the eyes a little bit, inside the mouth a tiny bit. Like I'll actually like hit it over on top of the hair. I don't know, man. The only thing I'm concerned about is that Chewy is like, it's like the perfect place for like tiny bugs to like make a home, right? Like,
do you have bugs in your house, man?
No, but I'm just saying, like, if you ever did, you'd never get them out of there. It's like you can shave Chewy.
Well, dust mites just shit all over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't even thinking about that being a problem. Who has bugs?
No, I'm just saying. I hope I don't. But if I one day am looking in his hair and all of a sudden a bug crawls out, I'm gonna freaking flip out.
I don't think people who buy this thing, who have the money to buy this thing,
I don't think they're gonna catch
have a lot of bugs in their house.
No, I don't think so either. But a lot of people are putting that head, just the head inside of acrylic.
Mhm.
inside of a case. I wish I could do that with this. He just looks so good out on a shelf.
He does.
Like, guys, I don't know how I'm never gonna be able to say this like and have you believe me for reals, but like if you see this thing on a shelf, like in real life, standing with your own eyeballs in front of this thing, it's unbelievable.
It's not.
It's so good. And so I don't really want to put
Actually
them behind.
better than the real thing.
To this day, I still say it's so good it almost hurts the collection.
Yeah, true.
It detracts from everything
Yeah,
else.
it's like that good.
It's on such another level that your eye, anybody who sees it just gets that. Whoa.
Yeah. Right.
Although not many people come in my basement to see it, so I'm
Well,
usually.
yeah, I'd rather not. I'd rather not have people over to my house in general, but every now and then that happens.
Yeah.
Everybody that sees mine for some reason wants to pop them on the nose. I'm like, get.
Really? They're trying to touch your stuff?
Yeah, they like always because his nose looks like real.
It looks
so
like
they
it
always
should
try
be wet. It looks like it should be wet.
Wet.
What
Yeah,
kind
so they always go in and touch the nose. I'm like, get.
What kind of friends do you have? You need to
It's
find people in. Oh,
Family.
yeah, that's
When he
Yeah.
has his rave at his house with the lights on, the neon lights on the
with
ceiling.
those neon lights. He just he flicks the switch on and off, and then they start raving. And then he's just
Glow
holding.
sticks in their
He's
mouth.
holding Chewy, and he's holding Chewy, and just kind of dancing around.
Glow sticks in their mouth.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just telling you, if I see a spider come out of Chewy's hair, I'm gonna freaking flip, and I'm not sure what's gonna happen. I'm not sure what to do.
I do have spiders down here in the basement. That I do.
I'm
have.
saying that's very possible.
Well, that's natural.
You could be dusting and like dusting the thing off, and all of a sudden a spider comes out, and you're like, what do you do? Let him go back in and just make his home. That's what you do. Like, it is what it
Spider
is.
leaves eggs in it.
Exactly. And then there's a colony of spiders in
Millions
the
of spiders crawling out of it.
I mean, technically, you could just leave it, and it could be a spider habitat because, like, it could be a Chewy bus spider habitat. It's not like anybody's gonna find out, but I hate spiders, dude. I
Dude,
cannot.
imagine if they were like those white bugs from the Mando that like sink their teeth in and like branch out. Oh my god, they're like escape.
I'm telling you, Steve, Jason, I would kill for a statue of that white spider. I love that thing.
That's pretty cool.
I know the perfect guy who can make one of those.
Who?
He does all the prequel statues. I gotta find him. Hold on. I don't know him all. I just interact with him on the gram because he makes such amazing stuff.
That'd be cool. I would buy that.
Yeah, he's done. That colorful bird that Obi-Wan's riding before he fights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
He's made that. He's made that like praying mantis thing, and he makes them all like 6 scale. He made like the Jawa thing that was in like the special edition.
okay.
And they come out phenomenal.
I
Like,
asked
just
Tom
amazing.
about it, and he gave me like that'd be cool, but we got other things we're doing.
No one's made a blurg yet, right?
Yeah, there was the 1.6 blurg. I tried ordering it, but I think there was a language barrier. I had a lot of trouble getting through to the guy.
I don't know what it is. The blurg doesn't do anything for me.
You wouldn't want that.
No.
Not even with like Quail on top, nothing.
No.
Yeah.
I think it's cool.
I think it's cool. I mean, I would love a what's it called? What's that big lizard, the green lizard? What's it called?
The dewback.
Dewback would be really cool. And a bantha would be freaking amazing. A
I would
scaled
think
down bantha with like real hair would be so sick, dude.
Yeah.
Nobody's made a bantha yet. We need a bantha.
Dude, Regal Robot would be perfect to make a bantha with the actual
Um,
hair, but smaller,
I'll be honest with you. Years ago, Hasbro made a bantha with real hair, and it
Yeah.
actually is pretty good. It's 3 and
Who-
3. It's this big.
Who did?
But
Who did?
Hasbro.
Oh, okay.
They made it was a good one. It was actually a good one.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I liked it.
Interesting. Yeah, I think that would be so sick to have a bantha. Not that I have the space for anything like that. That'd be crazy.
You get a life-size bantha head.
Oh gosh, dude, that'd be so big. And just clean it, get a like one of those gaffy stick things and just clean its teeth every now and then.
Yeah. I saw something that was pretty big when I went to Tom's. It was bigger than the Tauntaun head, that's for sure.
Really? Something he's making or
I'll tell you later.
Restoring. Oh, okay.
I'll tell you later.
Because he does so much other stuff. He restores stuff.
Yeah.
They do.
You know what I love? Do you see the Nightmare Before Christmas and Beetlejuice stuff he restores?
No, was it cool?
I love that, dude. Oh my god, it's so
The
good.
worm puppet. Yeah.
Oh, that's so sick, dude. I bet that costs so much money for someone to get that.
Dude, somebody posted. I didn't know this, but a couple of the pieces that he restored recently, they were on eBay, and nobody they just got bought up quickly for like nothing. Yeah.
What?
Shut up.
So
dude.
what? One or two of the most recent pieces. Somebody posted a comment to something like, "Oh, I was trying to bid on that and like totally missed it." So I checked that out on eBay, and I didn't go for too much. So I was kind of
That's
like,
crazy, man. What are we talking too much, Jason? I mean, your too much is different than my too much. So what are we talking?
Seriously, it wasn't like Macquarie money. It was
okay.
yeah, it was reasonable.
Okay, I was about to say. I mean,
So that's why that guy put that up about the Mark V. There's all kinds of rumors that it's coming. That's why.
like this week, it's
Yeah,
like imminent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's
I don't know.
like
I
an
don't know. If
imminent issue.
Oh,
I don't
wow.
know if I should say this on air, but
Just
I
say
don't
it.
know.
Who cares?
Nah, never mind.
No.
There's a lot of imminent info on releases in the next week or two. They're coming from JP
JP.
Jetta.
Oh, Jetta Patrol.
No,
Yeah,
this one's saying it's coming from Enigma Toys and Hot Toys TH.
Oh, okay. I know Jetta's been hitting the social media hard with this is coming out tomorrow. This is coming out next week. But then again,
did it happen?
I don't know. He
He had good
regurgitates a lot of
sources?
stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't mean that in any ill will. That's why I
No.
don't want to say it openly.
No. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah. I if it's happening, he's got good sources. Then great, you can.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Follow him and get some good info. That's cool.
But I think at this point, when it's this far in the game, you have it like this person says it, then Justin picks it up, and then Jetta picks it up, and they all start.
Dude, at this point,
it's the name of the game, though.
At this point, Justin should be getting info on every single thing that's coming out because the guy spends so much money and puts so much shit out there about Hot Toys and unboxes things and like
he's like 0 for 5. He's like 0 for 5 though.
I know they should be freaking telling that guy something, man. Give that guy a break, dude.
Oh yeah.
Pushing your stuff out like crazy. Give him a little something.
Matt, are there any Hot Toys that you would want to buy in the future?
I still have Ahsoka on I was about to say Ahsoka on Throne.
That would be awesome.
Ahsoka on Wolf.
Did any of you ever see that meme that was out with Ahsoka sitting on the casting couch?
No.
Oh God, I wish I still had that. It's
so
so good.
Dude, how good was that? I'm putting in for a transfer. He's like, oh well, shit. they're in the sun, they're in the house.
So
that was good. Yeah.
I had a bunch of good sequel ones I put up. Nobody commented on them.
Oh, in our chat?
Yeah, our chat.
It depends on when you put them up, what people have going on.
Yeah.
What was I going to say to you? So yeah, I still have Ahsoka on order. Do I have Rex on order? I don't know if I do. The problem I'm having now is that the problem I was having before was that I wasn't collecting prequel figures. And so the Clone Wars kind of fell into that for, and stuff. And now my problem is that I'm not really collecting Hot Toys that much anymore. And so I just don't know. Again, guys, like you buy what? Sometimes just two Hot Toys, just two, and you could buy a statue.
I'm going to sell 3 more of my Hot Toys.
Which ones?
I'm going to sell. They're cheap. They're not going to go for much. Hopefully I get like $200 for them. Infinity War Cap, the 2 Spider-Man too. 2 Spider-Man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I just ordered. Not ordered. I just got the thing for Lando Skiff.
Did you?
And he's a sideshow figure. I've been waiting for him for a minute though. He's gonna look so good on next to Jabba. Because I got bid.
As long as you keep that helmet on, he's gonna look great.
Yeah.
He looks like a Colt 45 Billy D without the helmet.
He looks like sunburned Billy D is what he looks like.
Yeah, he does.
I put that meme up for you to put up. That.
Oh,
The
okay.
Ahsoka
Yeah, yeah.
one.
Yeah. Okay. Let me bring that over here.
That's actually funny, especially her expression.
Get that out of the way. Stop screen.
Eyes are bugging though.
Oh, stupid.
That's a sexy Ahsoka picture.
Dude. Sexy Ahsoka was just such a massive mistake.
Not really.
No, not really. In the end, it worked out, but still,
Yeah.
it's still that was a bit of a problem at the time. But yeah, guys,
All right.
we're
So which
Sleep
ones?
that way.
Which ones of the MYC teasers are you guys getting? So if
Hopefully
you
all.
pull up that picture, Matt.
the MYC. Which one?
The 12 Days of Christmas thing.
Oh, do I have it? Hold on.
It's on their page.
Okay,
Wait a minute, but I found it. Yeah.
let me bring it up.
Anybody watching, if you have an Admiral Akbar MYC, let me know. I'm interested. I want that statue, man.
Going to the internets for it, huh?
Internets.
Let's see. Find it. Let me find it. Boba on Throne's gonna be just so good.
Oh, dude, it's gonna be bananas. The best part about that is everybody else is like doing it all willy nilly. They're like guessing. So I think Michael's gonna have one that's pretty spot on.
I hope it comes soon, to be honest with you, before anybody else does it.
I don't care. So, well, we all know there's gonna be one person who pushes it out before everybody else, but that always shoots him in the foot.
Chris, can you send me a link to it? For some reason I can't find it.
Yeah,
I'm going through their group and I can't find it.
it's on their
Is it not on the group? Is it on the actual?
It's on
MYC?
Sculpture Collectibles. It's not. It's on their MYC Sculpture Collectibles group.
Hold on. Yeah, because that's the one I'm looking at. I can't find it.
All right, I
If you-
just
if you-
had it.
If you find, if you find it, send it to me. But what was I going to say? Yeah, I think so. They were actually going to have a, like you said, Chris, a full reveal and pre-order, and they're canceling both.
I'll read exactly what it says here. It says, unfortunately, our full reveal for tomorrow is not happening. We hope to have it ready by tomorrow, but it's not. So we will replace the full reveal and pre-order with something else.
Okay.
You found it?
Yeah, I found it.
I want to know what the hell that day 3 is.
Yeah.
I, for the life of me, can't figure it out.
I want to know why the hell what the hell we were able to do to get this our little logo on this this Boba on Throne thing. Like that's pretty awesome.
Oh, you guys don't know? I thought I told you.
Yeah, kind of. I think Jason's kind of more working with them on that, but yeah, well, just along.
I do want to know what day 3 is though.
Does that little logo in there mean that we're getting it at half price? Is that what that means?
No, probably not.
Probably not. Maybe first dibs, but not half price.
No, probably not. Nothing good. So wait.
Oh, look at the AT-ATs. I didn't even catch that. How badass. They got the little red nose AT-ATs.
Oh yeah. So what was today's announcement?
Stormtrooper.
That's right, Stormtrooper. Okay, cool. So they're not doing a reveal tomorrow, right? They're switching that. So
No.
That's too bad. That would have been
So
fun.
there'll be a pre-order this Saturday, right?
Not if there's not a reveal.
What's game day mean?
I don't know. That's a good question.
That's game day.
Game day, is that because it's Friday and it's a bunch of football game days? Is that what it is?
I don't
Game
think
day?
so. Oh yeah. It's college bowl games.
Yeah, right. It's a ton of games, right?
Yeah.
Um.
So Day one.
Talking to the wrong audience here. We don't really know. I don't know.
I know, we're like, huh? What game?
I know, Chris, you're gonna watch, but
I don't watch college football.
okay.
Day one, second sister. Day two, Boba and Throne.
Yep.
First absolute buy. Ayla Sakura.
This one?
Possibly. The day three, I don't know what it is. I have no idea.
This looks like coral, bro. You know what?
does.
This is Jar Jar Binks right here.
You
This
think
is
so?
his underwater planet. No, I don't. But
No.
but how crazy would that be?
That would be awesome.
Crazy.
The Felucia, the Ayla Sakura, hopefully that matches the Maris Brood.
That's day 4.
Yeah.
And then Short Trooper day 5.
Short Troopers day 5. Day 3, what is that? I'm gonna look at it a little closer.
I'm online now looking for.
Huh.
Yeah, and guys, just so you know, we're still talking about just random stuff, and you're more than welcome to leave. We don't, we're just gonna keep kind of chatting here.
The only things that come up are Camino and Gungan.
Well, there's little bubbles on the side, on the right hand side. There's bubbles. You see that?
On the right hand side of it?
Yeah, on the right upper hand corner, there's those little circles. Those are like bubbles.
Really?
Yeah, I'm looking at it up close.
Some people were saying Kit Fisto.
If it is, it's the Tartakovsky Kit Fisto when he's in the water fighting. That's a possibility. I'd be surprised. That's very inside baseball. That's very random and vague.
It's almost like a Mythos Kid Fisto, if you would.
Yeah. Damn, I have no idea.
He's like Jack Diesel in that scene though when he's in the water, huh?
Jason, 3PO saying, would group members get an allocation for the Boba pre-order? Asking too much, I'm sure. We don't know yet. We're trying to figure something out though. I don't know if it. Well, I don't know. We'll be honest with you guys that we don't know if we're gonna try to do like are we gonna try to do some like exclusive thing that actually is added to the statue that's a Rogue One 6 like exclusive type of thing, or is what I'm kind of hoping is that we can maybe do something where maybe there is a certain amount that our group can jump in on. That would be cool. I just don't know. I don't know what's going to happen there. I don't know.
So right now, so I guess to touch upon it since it's been asked. So details will unfold as we move further. So right now we've been discussing potentially doing a Rogue One 6 exclusive. The thing with the Boba Throne is it's not necessarily an exclusive. We're just working closely with them to provide the most accurate version. Whether or not that will, and that's actually a good question to be asked, whether or not that'll allow maybe, the first X amount to be allocated to pre-orders of group members. I mean, that may be a possibility, but again, we can't speak on behalf of MYC
Yeah, I'll say this. That sounds cool. Like it would be cool if we could do that. We just don't know what Michael is open to and what he would be okay with him. And so we have to be careful on that side of things. Look, we're not, just so everybody knows, like we aren't working. It's not like we're working with like companies and being like, hey, we signed an NDA. We can't talk to you about this stuff. Like we literally have zero clue on any of this, like what's happening. We just are kind of working with Michael and MYC specifically on a couple things. And like, I think we're hoping to plan like an actual exclusive of like some cool statue that we would like to see made possibly.
Yeah.
I don't even think we have any ideas so far for that. So I think we've just kind of talked about it.
It's just been thrown out there. And when we say worked with, or working with, or work with, it's more just collectors and friends helping out friends. It's nothing like solid. Yeah.
No, but it's cool. I mean, it's cool of Michael to do that anyway, though. It's really cool of him to do that. So
for sure.
Did you notice that Bib Fortuna's staff was nod to the old Kenner one? That'd be so cool if that was laying on the side of this throne, or a piece that you could lean against it,
or have Bib Fortuna with the big like blaster fire in his neck, just laying in front of it. Oh, like the
Now,
freaking,
would you want Fennec to put on the side there? I don't know that I would.
he said he's gonna make it.
Uh-huh.
He's gonna make it so that you can add her later.
That
So
makes sense.
She's going to be an add-on that you can buy for the statue.
All
is
at
what
once,
I've
I think.
heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, is what I've
Drinking
heard.
blue milk.
Yeah, straight up, dude. That blue milk at Disney is freaking good.
Is it?
Is it?
I'll just say that. Yeah, it's really good.
It's driving me nuts what this day 3 is.
Aaron Grove says, "Who killed Steve?" Because he assumes he's dead because he's not on. So he's still alive, from what we understand, and something came up.
Too
He
busy.
had some family come over tonight that he wasn't expecting, or something like that. So
He's too busy planning Friday nights.
What's that?
Year review. He's too
He
busy
is-
planning
he is
Friday
busy
night
doing
year
that.
review.
yeah, he is busy doing that. So Friday night we're doing, just so everyone knows, we're doing a it's I don't want to say instead of a group therapy. I guess it will be a group therapy, but it's going to be a year in review, and we're going to go over all the cool shit that we've all seen come out this year and all that kind of stuff. So it should be pretty fun.
So he was going to have a pre-order tomorrow, right?
He was going to have a reveal tomorrow that was going to be pre-ordered for Saturday. A
The
Saturday
Saturday
pre-order.
is day 7.
Day 10. Right?
Well, no, Saturday. Today's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yes, Saturday, right?
Okay, yeah, Saturday's the
Now
2nd.
that they're not doing the reveal, they won't do the pre-order. Unless they do the reveal like switch day 7 and 8, they won't do it.
Okay.
Because his pre-orders are always Saturday. So if he's
Yeah.
gonna skip it, he's gonna skip it till like next week or something, which is a shame.
So I would definitely, I'd definitely buy one of those so far.
Aaron wants a Steve bust. A Steve bust would look the opposite of a Wookiee bust. Yeah, definitely.
That would be a Lobot bust.
It would be a Lobot. It would be a Lobot bust. Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. Honestly, you put headphones on Steve and you put the big part over his head. You put it down, and he looks like Lobot.
Do you remember when Rob and Steve both did that? They put their headphones down.
Yes, dude. Yes.
It was a Lobot convention.
Oh, fantastic, dude. Dude, a Lobot convention. I would love to see a Lobot convention. I saw some meme, or it was a meme or something, where there was like a shit ton of Boba Fett's coming down an escalator. Did you see this video?
Yeah.
And they were like going to find the child or some shit like that. It was like, awesome, dude.
Did you ever see at Celebrations where they have all those Wilbur Hoods running with the ice cream maker?
Yes.
There's like a whole shitload of them just running down the hall.
Yeah, dude. You know what? The best one I've seen is when there was a ton of, I think it was a ton of clones going through a convention,
Okay.
and there was a Jango Fett, and they were all giving Jango Fett a hug. Every one of them, dude. Every one of them stopped and gave him a hug and walked away. It was
Daddy.
it was so funny, dude.
Daddy.
Oh, it's so good. I love it.
Yeah.
Conventions, man. What was that like?
I miss that.
What was
You don't
that
realize how much you miss it till you don't have it.
Dude, when the next one comes, we're gonna have like a big Rogue 1-6 convention meetup.
like? Yeah.
Steve's
hopefully.
gonna buy everyone dinner. I'm kidding.
No, it's
I'm
Jason's gonna buy everyone fillets.
I'm gonna get fillets for sure.
Yeah, Chris will eat fillets. I'll be eating McDonald's hamburger.
Dude, I can't tell you how bad I felt when he was
I
like,
don't know why.
dude, I'm gonna buy your dinner. I just fucking ordered filet. What the hell?
Talk about inside baseball. So Chris met up with Jason to go to Regal Robot, and Jason bought lunch or dinner.
I bought
Lunch
early
for-
dinner, late lunch.
Lunch for them both, and Chris ordered a fillet.
Wait. He
No, that's not how I do it.
said he was gonna pay for dinner after
That's
I
right.
ordered
That's
the
right.
filet.
That's right.
I was gonna buy my own freaking filet.
So fantastic.
He was, but in all all due respect, Chris had, for people who don't know, we were coming in two opposite directions, 3 hours apart, and in addition to meeting 3 hours apart, we also had to go from New York City and an hour's way up. So Chris was the one doing the driving. He picked me up at my hotel. We drove an hour's way out, and then he drove me an hour's way back. So the least
And
I
then
could
I
have done
drove
was
3 hours to my house.
He's a hungry
3
little
hours.
panda. He's a hungry
So-
little panda.
the least I could have done was bought him lunch. Besides him, bringing him into
Lunch
see all
plus-
that stuff. But
Lunch plus filet on to go would have been better.
Fantastic.
yeah, but that was a fantastic day, huh? That was like
It was
we
a
were like
great
little kids. Yeah.
It was a great day. I had a great time that day, and
Yeah,
we
that
had
was awesome.
barely knew each other. Like we
I
talked a
know.
little bit, up until like 3 days before. We didn't even talk on the phone.
Yeah, you're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
we didn't. And didn't you say your wife was like, "What if this guy doesn't show up?"
Yeah.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
kind of like, well, what are you gonna do if he doesn't show up? And I'm like, I don't know, take an Uber. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah,
Call Tom, tell him I'll be late.
yeah.
Yeah, what am I gonna do? I
Yeah,
knew you were
we-
gonna because I was kind of being playful. I was like, hey, anybody want to be my plus one? And then you're like, I'll do it. I was like, hey, let's rock and roll.
I jumped all over that shit. Fuck
I'm
yeah.
so glad you did, man. That was an awesome day.
I'm glad I did, but it also cost me a lot of fucking money.
Gosh, that was a setup. Me and Tom planned that beforehand.
Oh, he probably did, knowing I was coming. He had one set up and ready to go for me.
Sitting on display for us to
This
touch.
guy's
man.
coming up. I'll just sell him this.
He knew. He
He knew.
Anybody who sees that, you can't say no. You had no intentions of buying that thing
I had
whatsoever.
zero intentions. You
It's like
guys
you
all
saw
had
it,
that
like-
in order, and I was saying it's beautiful, but no.
But
It's
I don't need it.
beautiful, but no. And then I saw it in person. I was like, I've got to have this fucking thing.
I remember as
Gotta
soon as we walked out, before we were even in the car, we were like grabbing the door handles. You're like, I need that Chewbacca. I was
I
like,
didn't care
yeah.
how I was gonna get. I made my mind up right there and then that I was gonna sell all my vintage collection, my modern vintage
Yeah,
stuff.
but those, even the General Giant busts, those you had those. They weren't even on display. They were just sitting right, like boxed up.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
So
that's
wasn't
right.
even-
I sold those to buy it. That's right.
So it wasn't even like you didn't part with anything like serious.
No, I was never gonna display them. Never.
Yeah.
And even when I did have them displayed, I had them in 2 DTOFs, and it just looked so cluttered and crowded
Yeah.
that it was never gonna work. So
That was a good motivator then.
yeah, my sons were like, "Are you sure you want to do this? Are you sure you want to do this?" But then when I brought Chewbacca, when they saw Chewbacca and we went up there, I
So I
said,
was so glad you did this.
I looked at my son. I said, "Did I make the right decision?" He goes, "Oh yeah, oh yeah." It wasn't even a question.
That was a lot of fun, man. Even I still get all gassed up over some of the things we got to see that day. It was just, what it is? Here's the thing.
Did
Had
you
I
guys get
gone
to see
alone,
did you guys get to see the board? You saw the board,
Yeah,
right?
we saw
Yeah.
the board, yeah, the board. So here's the thing. Like I would have went. I had a great time. Tom's great. His team's great. They're very, very welcoming. They're very down to earth. For those who do know him, Tom has a rapport and a relationship with a lot of people, but experiencing it with somebody who has just as much of a passion, if not more so, it's just a different, I don't know, it's a different experience. So having had gone with you, Chris, versus myself, it was that much more enjoyable because you really get to just, when you see something, you're trying to explain it to somebody and it's not the same, but when they're there with you, it's like that. It was just coming back and saying it would have been different.
Well, and we became good friends because of it.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I
But-
thought you were a shady character beforehand, and then
No, but yeah, no. That when you're driving for an hour and a half in a car with somebody, you get to know them pretty quick.
Yeah.
No, and I'm glad we did though. That was a good time.
I can't
Too
wait
bad,
to
Matt.
get together with all of us at like a celebration or something. That's going to be freaking phenomenal.
That's what I'm saying. It's too bad, Matt, with the whole pandemic, you're so far away. Just it'd be nice to have you pop on a plane and
No,
we can-
you're far away from me though.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
right where-
Hold on,
it's easy
hold
to come out yarder, right?
on. You're farther from us, the two of us.
yes, together.
Yes.
Yes, you're right.
Yes. So like,
I'm just saying. I think you guys are far away from me. You need to come over here.
Use guys.
Come see the ocean, the Pacific Ocean.
listen. My wife would come out there in a heartbeat.
I know she would.
I'm
I
in the
know
neck
she-
of the woods a couple times a year, actually.
We
need to figure it out.
we do need to figure it out because my wife tonight, she was telling me, she's like, I've got to get out of this cold weather. I'm gonna kill somebody if I don't. Like she's just, we need to come out there soon.
There you go,
Yeah,
man. You sit and complain about the cold. Matt's
I
like, what'd
know.
you say to me that night? We're on the phone one night. Matt goes, if somebody said I could be filthy rich, but I had to live in the cold, he's like, I'd rather be in the heat and broke. I'm like, it ain't that bad.
Dude, I can't. I don't mind the cold for a little bit, but when you can't walk somewhere without your teeth hurting, like
Yeah,
there's a
so,
problem.
you know,
There's a problem. Like I think there's certain places. I think there's certain places in the world that people shouldn't. There shouldn't be civilization, right? I think the Northeast is one of the places, right? There just shouldn't be anybody living there, and I think Florida is probably another one, and then other than that, maybe Detroit area.
no, you should live there for any
Philadelphia, Matt.
Yeah,
Philadelphia.
yeah.
Philadelphia should be.
No, but I think there's some places where like, look, you guys have like some of you guys have like 2 months out of the year that are actually like half enjoyable, and then
Yeah.
everything else you're cold or humid and hot as hot as hell.
100 degrees or it's 10
It's
degrees.
crazy,
Right
man.
now,
it's way
11
colder. It's way colder where Jason's at than where I'm at.
it's
Yeah.
11 degrees right now.
Yeah.
11.
Ugh.
I'm at like 25 right now. He's at 11.
See, this is the coldest. It's the coldest it'll ever get. Pretty much, usually, pretty much
70.
ever get. No, it's gonna get in the middle of the night. It'll get down to 39.
Oh,
But that's
wow.
the coldest it will get. It will not get any colder than that, really.
That's pretty serious, though.
Yeah, but during the day, it's like today. I think it was 64. Was the
Listen, it's going to get
High?
pretty damn cold in the bottom of the ocean when California falls off from the earthquake.
breaks off?
Yeah.
And I'm swimming for my statues.
Yes.
Yeah, that will be cold.
I remember the
You're
first time I was
not
out
wrong.
there. I remember the first time I was out on the West Coast, and I'm shopping, and in Boston you have wintertime or summertime. They do the opposition of seasons, and you buy like Gore-Tex, and we have like North Face and all these stores, and other than like skiing and snowboard gear, like you can't buy any of that stuff.
Right,
and I'm like,
right.
where do you get gloves? And like, we don't need them. I'm like, really? Like I just thought that was so odd.
No,
Are people still watching us talk about the weather?
I think so, dude.
Probably, I don't know. That's
I know.
loyal, huh?
Well, it's just
Aaron and Mike, they're chiming in.
no. Let's see. Mike says I'm originally from Kansas, but have lived in Austin, Texas for 10 years. I totally don't miss snow and ice. That's true. Austin's actually a really cool place to live.
Yeah,
I like
everything's bigger in Texas.
Dude, I love Austin, Texas. I think I've been to Dallas. Dallas is like the most boring city in the world. I think like it's just literally nothing interesting happens in Dallas, but Austin's freaking fantastic. I really like Austin a lot. And then other than that, I mean, I've been all over the place because of my work, but it's the only reason I have to have like heavy jackets and stuff because I travel. It's the only reason I have.
Well,
to
when
have
are you coming to New York again?
I don't know. I was almost going to be coming there. I was supposed to have a trip that was going to be planned, I think last month, but it didn't happen. So maybe soon. We'll see.
Dude, second year in New York. Shoot me a call.
Let us know.
I'll
drive up.
dude. Yeah, I'll hop on a plane and I'll be there in half an hour.
Yeah, it'd be fun. Otherwise, we just gotta. Hopefully, like we've said, we talked about cons. Hopefully, these things start ramping back up and people actually. I mean, let's be honest. It's not going to happen. Like we might all have gotten being able to get the freaking vaccine by. Do you think we'll all be able to get it by freaking? What's it called? San Diego Comic-Con?
Hope so.
I don't know, man. It's going pretty damn slow.
Listen, I don't want it until I know I'm not going to start bleeding out my ears in 5 years.
You have plenty of time for that. You're not going to get it anytime soon. You can't get it until like the summer. So if people start bleeding out their asses, you're going to be able to wait until they're going to find that out.
My wife has the option to get it this Saturday.
My wife already got it.
Did she?
For her work, yeah.
Yeah, I told her no. I said
You just told her no, don't do it?
No.
You don't want her face to melt?
No. I like her face the way it is.
I'll
tell you what, my wife is feeling just fine. She's doing just great. So
okay, well, I don't know. I'll keep asking you for the next like 4 years, and we'll see what happens.
4 years, holy shit! Yeah, I think it's gonna be fine. I tell you what, if I'll be a little worried if people do start having their asses bleed, and all of a sudden it's like, well, this is not good. But I'm actually I'm excited.
Natural.
Do not. Yeah, I know you did. I'm excited to take it. I'm excited to take it because I need to be able to get back to work normally. Whatever I got to do. If I got to bleed out of my ass every now and then, I probably would still take it.
Dude, it's crazy. When I go to work, everything has to be hermetically sealed and deep cleaned, and the engineers are like in a different room. We're talking like via, like on the speakerphone. It's crazy.
Yep.
I'll be honest with you. My job has not changed much at all. Like, I still go into hospitals. I still go into businesses. Other than they're empty a lot, but
I call you're always coughing and sneezing though.
You know what's interesting?
That's because I'm a sick, dirty motherfucker.
Yeah, you are. You know what? You know what's interesting for me, and this would be interesting to know if anyone else is like this. I've told you this before, Jason and Chris. My collection has changed so much because of COVID,
Mm-hmm.
and that's because I've been trying to be very careful about spending my own money, my hard-earned money, for anything, because my job isn't like fully happening, right? It's like on and off because of COVID. And so I've been tried to be very careful. And so what I've done in order to get certain things is I've sold other things to get other things, right? That's kind of been a big part of what I've done to get my collection to where it's at. So that's really an interesting part of people's collections. I would love to know if other people's collections have been affected by COVID. I mean, some people are having to like liquidate their collection, which totally sucks.
I thought there'd be a lot more liquidations than there has been. When this first started, I don't know if you remember.
Right now it's when it's hitting people.
It's happening now.
Yeah.
At the beginning,
it wasn't back then.
Remember at the beginning, Chris, we expected that to happen, and it was the opposite.
Yeah.
People buying everything up.
Yeah.
Now I'm seeing collections just people flooding.
Okay.
Yeah, they need help. They need money.
That's because they're only getting $600 stimulus instead of $2,000 stimulus.
Exactly. And so I think that's going to be happening more, but which sucks. But I just love to know if COVID's really like affecting people's collections. Otherwise, I mean, look, talk about first world problems, guys. I get that. Like, that's the least of our concerns, but it's just a question I have.
Yeah, if you gotta sell your stuff to make ends meet, you absolutely should.
Do what you have to do.
Absolutely.
It's not a bad position to be in to be able to have that. To sell.
I know.
I always tell my wife I got plastic gold down here.
Yeah.
Like,
You're right.
It does better than the stock market.
You know what sucks is the apocalypse is going to happen, and then you're going to be like, well, I got a lot of plastic. I can't sell to anybody.
It's not going to work then. No,
it's not going to work then. But that's
my collection has changed drastically as well.
Yours has, but by choice. I mean, that's just a natural. I'm not saying mine by choice hasn't happened. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I've kind of gotten out of Hot Toys a lot because of COVID. That's been a big. I was already kind of shifting a tiny bit, but because of COVID, it's kind of pushed it forward a lot faster. You're just having to sell things and having to, and not wanting to pick everything up.
I've sold more in the last 6 months than I have in 20 years.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I've sold a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
I've bought a lot of Transformers just out of boredom because of COVID.
Ask him if it's first gen stuff or if it's the Michael Bay stuff.
I think it's the first gen.
Yeah, I think so.
Based on what I looked up earlier, yeah.
Like vintage packaged Transformers.
Look at this.
Oh my god!
If we get that 2000 stimulus, ours better prepared. This is why
now
they don't
$2,000 to people.
This is why they
I
don't
can't even
want
talk about this.
This is why they don't want to give it to anybody because people talking like this. No, I hear you. I hear what you're saying. I honestly, we don't want to get into politics.
No, because I'll go on my rants with this free money they're passing out to everybody.
I know, but I'll be I probably be on the opposite side of that because I've been so impacted by it. But yeah, I hear what you're saying. It's a tough one. It's tough. But
well, yeah, like it's different. Again, you don't want to get into it. It's different when you're going to utilize it for the right thing. But there are people out there, like I said, no names mentioned, but someone who would hit me up to buy a figure the other day, and hey, I got that stimulus money, getting ahead of the game.
I know,
like,
I know, and that's
I left a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah, I hear you. You know what the problem is, Jason, and this will be the last we talk about it because I don't want to. This is not the space for that. But
No, I agree.
I kind of think about it as like if let's say you come out of a liquor store and there's a homeless person there,
Yeah.
and you think, I don't want to give that person the homeless person money because I think he's going to buy liquor with it or something like that. The problem is that that's not you giving him money is you giving him money. His decision to do it with that money is his decision. And so like that to me is what's happening. It's like there are so many people that don't necessarily need it, but look at all the people that absolutely need it. And if it takes giving people that don't need money just to help these other people that do need money, then let's just freaking do it. Like
I agree.
I get it. I agree.
you know,
Maybe I'm just hating.
you're not
I
getting any money.
I want some free money. I'm just being a hater. Give me some free money.
I know you're not getting a damn thing.
Actually,
anyway, we don't want to get into that too far, but but that said, guys, that's probably a good ending note since if we're starting to drift into politics, that means there's nothing to talk about. So thank you guys for hanging out. We just wanted to open this MYC piece up. It is fantastic. I'm excited to put this in the collection, and
it's pretty great.
It's great. It's great.
It changed my opinion of it.
It's beautiful. It really is. The pose specifically.
Yeah.
And the paint apps
spot
is
on.
Absolutely beautiful.
The pose is spot on. It really does look like Carrie's in there.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
They did. That's what they do every single time. I feel like they're killing that. And that it's I feel like that is so underrated in statues is the actual like pose and like what the person's doing in the statue. Look at the Mandalorian.
Terrible.
That they just came out with. People were ripping that apart and they almost don't know how to say what they don't like about it, but they know something's wrong with it.
What's wrong with it? He's got one arm out and the same foot out while he's walking. It's
just kind of strange.
It's just
but that said, MYC's killing it. They do such a good job with that stuff, and I congrats to Michael and the team there. They've really done just an amazing job, and they keep doing it. They keep coming out with great stuff. So, I don't think it's always 100% going to be a hit for everybody. There's going to be pieces that you don't want, that you may not like as much, but other people will. But there's always something that you can jump on with MYC. So give them check them out if you're into statues, especially Star Wars stuff. And otherwise, please, if you guys are around Friday, we're doing a group therapy. Should be a fun show. We're going to be doing the year in review where we talk about all that stuff. Come hang out with us. And Jason, are you getting on for that?
Mm-hmm.
Friday?
Wait, I just to clarify, we're doing in the evening, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yep.
And Chris, you're going to be able to get on?
Yeah, I'm going to go on. Jason, make sure you ask Steve what time.
10 o'clock.
Like 10 times.
No.
Ask him like 10 times. What time
2-3 times.
I'll do it just for the fun of it.
Yeah, you should. But yeah, otherwise, Jason and I think we'll be unboxing our KR Kylo Ren hilts, lightsaber hilts next week. You're gonna want to see that. Even if you're not a hilt person, those ones are gonna be amazing.
What day?
I took a peek at it. It's amazing. What's that?
What day do you expect those?
I have mine.
Oh,
I already have mine. I looked at it. I peeked at it. It's fantastic.
And I got some of mine. I got a few of mine.
Jason got more than I did. He got like Sidious and some other things. So he's got a bunch to show on that night, and should be fun.
What day are you guys talking about that?
Probably
Maybe
Monday or Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Yeah. Hopefully your boba's in.
It probably won't be till then.
No, I hope it is. Chris has a Boba Fett mythos coming in, the older one, or there is only one, right? He's got that coming in. It's a fantastic statue, and so whatever we can add that into a show, hopefully it works out, and we can open that as well. That'll be fun. And then other than that, I don't know if we have anything else. I think Jason and I we're doing a collector spotlight soon with Michael Haas, right?
That should definitely be next week. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll get it. We'll have that up. We'll have that up pretty quick.
Okay. All right, guys, we're trying to come out with some cool stuff. just keep an eye out, and really appreciate you taking the time to hang out with us. I think that's about it, guys. All good?
All good.
Yeah, Chris? All right, guys. Have a
Good
good
evening.
night.